trying to fight the demons in my mind. I'll prevail with every battle if I'm right. Guess my aim was off, the target's out of sight. Would I be better if I left it all behind? 'Cause we could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way. We can find a way, we can find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We can find a way, we can find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We can find a Just take my hand. We'll leave this place behind. No second chance. I know there's more to find. 'Cause we could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's everybody doing this evening? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back to last day of Shadowlands, which we're not even going to spend time on Shadowlands at all. If you guys want to just give this expansion a good old goodbye, now would be the day. Unless you're EU, I guess you guys get it Wednesday, right? I guess, I mean, depending when you're watching the stream, technically it's like, what, Tuesday morning for you? You know what I mean? Time zones thing. Yeah, I've been waiting for this moment for a while. Now, the new pre-patch update is going to be, first of all, kind of not delayed, but like servers are going to be in the downtime. I mean, they basically have to scrub out all of the borrowed powers out of the game, right? It's like a stain you got to just get off of it, right? You're just going to scrape it off like a sticker on a car or glass, I guess. You know, hopefully I'm making us dude, I'm all over the place today. I'm so sorry, man. I'm hopped up on coffee. I've been getting work done. I've been productive. My brain is racing. But hopefully, you know what I mean. They got to get it out of the game. All the borrowed powers are gone. Even the tier sets are also going to be disabled in like the actual content. I think you can still use tier sets when you're world questing. Maybe they will work in Torghast. I don't know, dude. Probably, but anything that's competitive or anything that's group oriented, all of that is going to be disabled. Covenants, don't worry about it. Legendaries, forget about it. Just go for the highest item level gear if you're looking to catch up. This pre-patch is going to be up in phases though. Phase 1 and Phase 2. Phase 1 is going to be the new stuff like the class changes, the Radiant Solo Shuffle, the new race class combinations, UI improvements, all that. The Phase 2 with the Evoker, with the actual invasions. That's going to be later, middle of November. So just make sure you set your expectations. And if you're deciding like, hey, I want to come back for like pre-patch, but I want to play Evoker, I don't really care about any of this other stuff, best recommended to come back middle of November in most cases. But how y'all boys all doing? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a good one. How you doing, bro? What's up, boys? Hey, y'all excited to finally shave off everything that is Shadowlands? Shave off and just kind of walk around like a lizard with a new skin, you know what I mean? New you, new me, new everything. Well, this is gonna feel a little bit different. It's gonna be about a month of pre-patch, so you won't be able to drag it right for a while. But if you are thinking of coming back, man, if you are excited for the class stuff, that would be a pretty good time to come back. If you're just looking to come back for Evoker and the pre-patch, the actual like invasions, I'd wait about 2 more weeks. I'm gonna be playing a lot. I'm definitely gonna play in a beta, but now that my friends are playing pre-patch, that's gonna be a lot of fun. The Evoker thumbnail from early video made it look slit. Yo, you guys want the hold on, if you guys want that one as like a wallpaper, I do have like 2 versions of that one, by the way. I made a version without like the spell animation on it, like this thing. I made a version without the spell on the right hand side just to keep it. Because I know last time Lath like really liked the Evoker one, and I made this one just in case Lath wanted another one. I can post it in the Discord if you guys just want to like grab it, if you want me to. I decided to make it just in case. It was so difficult to make the actual Evokers themselves, because you gotta use like the WoW head tool for model viewer, and I'm glad that they're doing it, but it's so weird and difficult to cut out like the background, because it's an involved effort compared to WoW Model Viewer, who are working on the Dragonflight version, but WoW Model Viewer just basically imports the models as they are. You can choose your background, so it can go like a plain color, like a white or a gray gradient, which gets removed a lot easier and doesn't leave any artifacting. And the lighting is a little bit better, because WoW Model Viewer utilizes like the Unity engine in order to create like the models, but it has a lighting effect. And that's very, very difficult to deal with because it doesn't really match well in backgrounds. That being said, I'm glad they have the tool, and it's just really cool to be able to at least use it and put it together. You know what I mean? Just watch the SP, BT, Marco, POP. Dude, Shadow Priests are really not bad. I mean, okay, I've heard that there's still a lot of priests that are very, very unhappy with the PI playstyle. The fact that you have to play PI and even share PI. There's still quite a good portion of priests that are very unhappy with that. That being said, yeah, the Elemental Vigilance until not a sick base. Yeah, Elemental Vigilance come back until a while later. Chris, who do we got in chat though? We got Worthless, AJ, Casey, we got Jake, we got Cred the Beautiful, AJ, we got Cry, we got Chris, we got Noise. If coffee stops working, liquid speed is the way. Exactly. What's up, Chris? How you doing, man? Peon, how you doing? Celtic, how you boys all doing? Welcome back, boys. Hey, yo. So we got a limited amount of time left over in the Dragonflight beta for Mythic Plus keys this week. I want to dive into dungeons. I'm probably just going to do 10s, man, because a lot of players I noticed are struggling with 15s. It could be that 15s are, some of them are overtuned. Like the first boss of Azure Vault, there's a mechanic where you get a little circle and you're supposed to run it into trees and it explodes and then trees go down, and then when the boss has his big stomp ability, the trees are... You basically want to destroy all the trees. And there's a couple of ways of doing it. Boss has like a frontal aim to the tank. You want to aim it into the trees. Then everybody else is in a tank, gets a circle around them. They run towards the trees. It explodes, breaks the trees. Globules come out, start auto attacking. You group them up. The boss has a big stompy, but it does no trees. It does like no damage. So that mechanic of like the circle where you're supposed to clear the trees with, that one shots you right now in a 15. Actually, no way to play around it unless you got an immunity. And as a rogue, I even pressed feint once, and it's like, it has did so much damage, it didn't even matter. So, yeah, I don't know. So we can do probably 10s, just so people aren't dying all the time. We get to see the dungeons, and in 10s, things have enough health, we actually can do AoE stuff. So we'll just class test and child build, see what works, see what doesn't. Give me a class idea, boys. HUV is a bit tricky. Well, I want to do an HUV again, but just a 10. 15 was tricky. That being said, I think a 15 is doable HOV. You just need to remember what mechanics are. So you need to have prior experience and have like a Giga class build. Like a 10 needs to go defensive class build, but everybody else needs to be doing like good damage too. So there's still tuning, there's still stuff that can be done. I'm sure they're gonna update it for the next week, but they did make the instance a lot easier, like in terms of some of the enemies. The scaling is Legion scaling though, so they're having to like find a way to redo those numbers. I mean, if you remember them doing Legion Mythic Pluses from like the Time Walking event, that took a while before the scaling got into like a comfortable spot. But at the very beginning, it was like really, really wild. Some things were too easy. Some things were like, I don't, like what's second boss of Court of Stars with a fire, that was like ridiculous. Like as soon as you got hit by fire, you had to move immediately. So you had to have like a reaction time of a god and like be moving constantly. But like if you were just an average player that just wanted to get a 10 done or 15 done, and you dive into the key, you see a fire, you're like, oh, okay. Normally it's like, it gives a fire, let you tumble out of the way, but it's more like, oh, there's fire and I'm dead. It is one of those moments where unless you just know and can game in the mechanic, yeah, it wasn't a fun experience for a lot of people. You promise you're gonna play Prowly? Are we gonna start with a prop Prowly today, boys? I do want to play prop Prowly at some point. Mr. is looking really good. Oh my god, it is so fun. Beaver, I feel like I can literally just DPS the entire time. I just go for my big knife face stomp, make my lines, and I'm standing in lines just punching and kicking. I can cleaves and black eye kicks, jabs, everything. It is so good. And when you go for big AoE, I cannot wait. Dude, I cannot wait to hop on my Mistweaver, go in that full Fistweaver build, go into a Gambit, go into a Giga Murloc pack, start spinning and healing. I cannot wait, dude. I am so excited. That's literally one thing I want to do, because you heal based on spin now while Night Fade Ground is there. You heal by 15%, you're spinning on everybody, you're healing everybody constantly. It is so, and you get GG on top of it. My goodness. I am so, dude, you guys can't even tell I got goosebumps. I'm so excited. I am actually, dude, have you, it's been a while since I've really been excited for a class, man. Especially this on a rogue. It's been a while since I've been so excited for a class, man. When's the last, am I the only one? Am I the only one who's like just a fanboy of World of Warcraft? I'm legit excited about some of these classes, man. Legitimately excited. They're actually so fun. Quack, what's up, Ducky? Hey, my guy. Ducky the Lovely. I like the name that you added the Lovely in there. I appreciate that. Would recommend for a dot spec that's in the F shot for Affliction Warlock. I mean, if you just want to go all rotting dotting potential, both are pretty good, but I feel like Affliction definitely takes the cake if you're really looking just to like throw dots on somebody, AFK, grab yourself a sandwich, you come back and they're melted. Yes, Affliction. I haven't seen much about holding PvP. How's it perform in Dragonflight between DK and DH? So for PvE, they got a lot of thematic builds. For PvP, we've seen them do well in duels. I think they're still going to be a little bit better than like Frost, for example. So I think they are going to be the dominant choice of a Death Knight for PvP, unless Frost gets some kind of crazy tuning. You expect that has Mortal Strike effect. You also got Pets. You got a lot of execute potential now, so I could give you a lot of pressure. Grippy hand with a what is it? A lot of absorbs and a blind and sleet. So I think Unholy's only looking up in Dragonflight. Yeah, Unholy looks good. But between that and Demon Hunters have had a streak of just like victories, I feel like, left and right. They keep getting nerfed, but you keep getting the Blizzard keeps knocking them down a peg with nerfs again and again, and they seem to still do well. Maybe they'll hit that critical point where they're not as good, but so far from our experience and the Mythic Pluses, they have done pretty okay. One Walker is said right now, HOE 15, how to One Walker? Yeah. Yes, Jared. Yeah, they're nutty. So what guys are we playing, boys? Okay, let me give you guys some ideas. So we either play, we'll let the chat decide soon, either Protection Paladin, tanking as a Pally. That's a spec that I haven't played in a bit. I also want to play Destro Warlock. I want to see if a Destro Warlock AoE build and the buffs work well. I want to try something. We're going to try like a cheesy, wacky build, see if it works, but I want to take Destro for a spin. Another spec that I'm interested in trying is Survival Hunter, because I got buffed too. So chat, Survival Hunter, Destro Warlock, or Prop Pally. Out of those three, pick. What's the best top 3 tanks? Hey, Dima. I would say right now, Warrior, easily. I like Blood Death Knight a lot. I don't know how good they're going to be, but I think they've always been like a fairly good tank. Especially if you get to learn how to play it, you can recover from a tight situation. And I feel like that's pretty reliable. And magic damage is amazing too. Like, you've been able to bypass it pretty easily as a Blood DK. It's nice. There's quite a bit of magic damage in this expansion. I don't know how good they're going to be, but they feel pretty good to play so far. Another one I liked a lot is Brewmaster. Stagger is really good. Generally, Stagger is pretty good. Unless there's like a ton of magic damage. That's the only place where Stagger doesn't get benefits in. But it really depends. From the new raid, there's quite a bit of like magic damage. So I imagine like Death Knights and maybe even Demon Hunters may be pretty good too. It all depends on the meta, right? It all depends on what's going to be. I think out of the 3 that I like the most, though, I like Blood DK, Brewmaster, and Warrior. I don't know if any of them are going to be meta, though. What would you guys say is meta? Destro, prod, pala, prod, Destro, yeah, warrior, survival hunter. You guys are answering quite a few things. They answered in the chat, but also trying to pick me what I'm playing. So what do we choose, man? So we got a couple of people saying Destro, a couple of people saying prod pala, warrior and demon hunter. You think that's gonna be the best? Prop Pally survival. So what are you playing for like the class? It was the conversation get derailed pretty hard. Oh man, what about Destro Warlock? They're pretty fun. I am trying to decide what I'll play first, man. I want to get them all done. Honestly, I'm taking forever picking Destro. All right, let's do Destro real quickly. Well, I want to do all of them. I want to do every one of them. I want to play the classes that I haven't played much and classes that got buffed recently. So we'll start with Destro. Does anybody have a build you want me to try? Like, anybody got like a build you're like, hey, I don't know if it's gonna be good, but here we go. I want you to give it a try. Dal can't read. True, I cannot read. How's Survival Hunter bomb build looking? It's pretty good last time I've seen it. The thing that I noticed about Survival though from my research, at least based on the Rogue Discord, apparently they're kind of behind Sword a little bit in AoE. They're apparently really good in single target. Pretty good. They're pretty competitive in single target, but kind of like a little iffy in AoE. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe the recent buffs are like the spear and grenade, because spear gives you more grenades. That may be pretty good together. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Your new playlist? Not really, but I can link you the playlist I got right now. It's just some songs. Yeah, pre-patch tomorrow, but can you start playing the new challenges and prepare for release? Technically, you can on PTR. You can try them out to prepare. But yeah, pre-patch is a pretty good time to like, that's when you want to start preparing. So chat, I want to try different dungeons here. Do we do Halls of Valor first things first? Off the bat, or do we do? Let's do Ruby Life Pools, man. I feel like I haven't done a Ruby Life Pools in a while. Or do we do Hall? You know what? Let's do Halls of Valor just to get a new one out of the way. I want to get a Halls, and then we can do Ruby afterwards. Halls of Valor just so we can get a new one out of the way. If you guys want to join in, it's just a 10, so like it's just like testing classes, testing builds and stuff. You know. Why is Tessa showing up on there? Huh? Halls plus 10. If you guys want to join, more than welcome to. I want to see if I can grab myself the so it's a good buff, man. You know what I've seen a lot of people play recently? I've seen people play that frosty one. Tempered versatility? No, is the other one Glacial Fury? I think it might have been Glacial Fury. I've seen a lot of people play that one recently because apparently it's good on damage. And another thing I gotta do is I gotta make sure my back 4 is consumables. So when I clean up, it's a lot easier to see. Sorta. Are they? That's not consumables. Hold on. There's bag 4. Oh, bag 1 is consumables. Oh, never mind. So I do bag 1. The backpack consumables? That works. Okay with that. I thought you could make bag 1 consumables though. Wait, I can make this like quest items, yeah? Yeah. That's not really consumables. Backpack as equipment? It's all kinds of weird. I'm sure they're still working on it. Alrighty, let me get Laugh-Lock in here. We got a tank. We can get Selly in here as well. Davey Boy Vlad, oh, it would have taken you, man, but we can only take so many DPS. Now we need a healer, and we're chilling. The new user interface? Yes, this is part of the new user interface, yep. This is like a whole big setup with the user. Mine's a little messy looking, like right here, the raid and party's a little iffy, but I can do this. Raid frames, so it looks a little bit less messy. But yeah, that's part of the new user interface is the bags. If you don't like it, you could always like convert them to separate bags and keep it the same as they were. Like if you just favor this type, but if you go like click here, right click and do convert to one bags, it's part like this is something addons can do right now, but you can just kind of like convert them all in one bags if you want to, just natively. Yeah, I think I got a lot of guildies that are excited to actually drop a lot of their like add-ons for like bags and stuff. So yeah, we'll see if a lot of people end up swapping out those add-ons for like the base UI, or if there will be some parts that are still missing. I think they've done a good job. I think if you're like a casual player, you shouldn't read too many add-ons. And I feel like majority, okay, a good portion of players, definitely a lot of friends that I know, and a lot of guildies that I know, that are gonna be like dropping their like bar add-ons and everything to like customize the UI, because a lot of that is basically in there. They may end up getting like a weak aura for like a different health bar and different like weak auras down the middle and adjust where their like ability bars go. But besides that, that's all they're really thinking of like doing. At least that's what I said. What is this song? I can link it to him. You like it? You know, I'm not a big fan of this song. It's alright. It's just too slow for me. But I'll play it. Just download a retrial for the first time since Legion Fidelity totally lost and confused. Yo, if you're lost and confused now, just wait until tomorrow. Because it's going to be a big downtime, and then you're going to be even more lost and more confused. Yeah, but some mobs are different. Mostly less mobs in certain packs. But anything you remember from Legion stays. Wolf does a cleave that's split with party, so wanna stack for that guy. And Odin big AoE stomp still sends you out into sidelines. I'm just letting this guy know. I don't know how much experience he had back in Legion, but he doesn't really seem like somebody who hasn't been a way around the expansion. Last, whenever you're ready, my guy. Alright, yeah. Valiant Fate. Whenever you're ready, my dude. Did you say something earlier? Hey, Dal, I'm child of the stream. I was trying to tell you Mythic Plus was disabled early, but I couldn't get a key to work either. I'll get on Tarek. Is it actually disabled? I don't think it is. It shouldn't be disabled until later. Otherwise, you won't be able to be in this instance. Yeah, go for it, Lath. Whatever you want to try, man. Once the catch-up gear out. That's going to be in phase 2 of the pre-patch. So pre-patch comes out in 2 phases. First phase is going to be tomorrow. It's going to have a lot of the systems, UI, and new race class combinations. Rogue Tauren, Draenei Rogues, Tauren Mages, or Priests, stuff like that. So there's going to be quite a few of those. Is it new for Priests? Is there one miss for Priests? Because everybody now has access to Priests, but I think only or didn't have Priests before, did they? Maybe I'm wrong on that one. But yeah. Talented rehaul. Yes, talent rehaul. The call class talents. Yeah, that drops tomorrow. But during November 15th or 16th if you're EU, so in the middle of November, that's when you get Evoker, that's when you get the Assault, the Invasions, that's when you get catch-up gear, and like... and the Evoker starting zone, but I guess that comes with the Evoker class. But yeah, so that's all going to be there, and if you are looking to resub, but you want to really play the Evoker, I'd say hold it off for 2 weeks, and then resub around the time Evoker comes out. Or if you're just excited to go back and play some classes, there's going to be people testing classes, people doing dungeons, people doing raids with all new stuff, and solo queue is going to be up too. So the game should have quite a lot of people playing it for a bit. It's definitely going to have a pretty big boost once Evoke comes out, because it's what a lot of people are excited for. Like I said for it to be, all good, all good. Alrighty. As soon as everybody's ready. I like to give a courtesy countdown of 10. I don't even know if I need to, honestly. Yeah. What's the minimap? So the minimap is a little different, as you will see. Huh? Yeah, the key isn't working for some reason. Yeah, let's rezone. Let's zone out and zone in. I just want to make sure that I haven't sent in Mythic. Did it break the dungeon? Or is all dungeons broken? I tried different keys an hour ago. Like all keys? For other dungeons? Okay, well, rezone. So the healers say that apparently, like, keys are disabled? I certainly hope not. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until everybody rezones back in. Or is that all? Because I'm thinking, like, maybe somebody zoned in while I still had it in heroic. But yeah, try to make key on a 10, not work. They might have disabled early due to difficulties. I hope not. Hold on, I'm gonna zone out completely. Let's do one of these. Let's all just zone out completely. I'm gonna see if maybe it's like an instance thing. I'm 99% sure keys were only for the weekend. So we read on a blue post yesterday that Mythic Plus keys will be ending Monday around 7 p.m. East Coast time. For me right now it's 5:26, so you should be still working for like an hour and a half. Should. But yeah. What would be the maximum item level for Season 1 Dragonflight? I have no idea. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like around... like if I take a look at the raid instances... Yo, zone out. Yeah, everybody just zone out real quickly. I'm gonna try it. So on normal it is 395. Heroic is 408. Mythic is gonna be 421. With the final boss doing like 424. So I think it's gonna be somewhere around 420, I guess. 420ish or so. Maybe average. Yeah, zone out when you can. Selly's DC'd. We gotta wait on Selly. We do one of these. Where's my Warlock Stone? I'm gonna hope they didn't disable him, man, because we still had about an hour of keys at the very least. Hopefully it'll work. 420 blaze it, basically, yeah. Everybody out? Okay, okay. So everybody's out. Should be. Reset. Make sure it's mythic. Okay. We'll try this. I just want to do everything I can in terms of zoning in and zoning out of this instance. Okay, come in. We'll try that. Hopefully they didn't disable it. That'd be very, 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 very sad if they did, man. Very sad if they did. Your low item level, or did they give us less buttons? For my build, I went for like a lot of passes with my build. Like if I really wanted to go like super crazy on abilities, I could have picked up Soulfire, I could have picked up Shadowburn, I could have picked up Havoc, but I decided to go with Mayhem. No, I don't think I'm low level. I guess like I could have picked up Banish and Amplify just to pad out my bars if I wanted to. Or Channel Demon Fire, but I went for more like a build with a ton of passes. It's all about fire damage. But we'll see. Didn't say anything earlier. It seems I have no posting anywhere. Everyone has seen but not been able to make it work. Really? Dungeons at all? Okay, well hopefully it'll work out. Have any info about BOE World Drop? I have no idea. I think BOEs will still work exactly the same as they were. Like for world bosses? Or like just in the world. I think they will function exactly how they were on Shadowlands. I don't mind too, not having the bars filled, not the side. So you could go like a very passive playstyle. It all depends how you craft your build. The build that I went for is like a very conflagration, fire damage, random mayhems, which basically procs random havocs on targets, just to see how well that works, if well at all. But yeah, but longer duration of immolation, and mostly going into that incinerate damage buffs from Rain of Fire, and then incinerate cleaves nearby targets. Are these guys gone? Or they just succeed? Will it work if I just try to... I just want to see if a key works. Will it work if I just put it in? Just plug it in? I'm gonna wait. Do one of these. Привет, Dalky Dolls. How you doing, man? How you doing? Why not I want to talk about MM Hunter? I gotta play some MM at some point, man. Yeah, last time I looked at MM was actually doing kind of okay. But I think a lot of people have been playing BM and some people have been trying survival. I think Assassin's Creed will be viable for M+. It should be better than it was for previously for M+. Maybe I tried solo and went in each key worked with a 10 by myself, but no key worked. Maybe I tried solo and went in each dungeon with a 10 by myself and no key worked. Really? Huh. So did they disable Mythic Pluses, or is it just like a bug? Hopefully they didn't disable it. Let me see chat. Hey Lath, are you hopping back on, or should we get somebody else? Yeah, so like they have Mythic Plus testing chat, and that ends Monday, October 28th. This would be like 7 p.m. our time, so it should still be up. Like we should have an hour 30. What is he? Maybe somebody responding back? No, just people giving feedback. Guess it seems to be working anymore. You put it in the key, just nothing happens. Yeah. 4 hours ago? That's unfortunate, man. Hopefully they'll get them working. Have you tried using the hits shaman yet? The mails still work with lava bursts. Yes, they do. Bits do work with lava bursts. But it says the blue post says we made 7 mythic plus due to technical difficulties early. Wait, where? Final says the blue post we made it 7 mythic plus due to technical difficulties early. We'll go back. I'd be really sad if they did disable him. Hold on. Okay. During the testing period, you'll be able to acquire, customize Keystone and Keystone into vendor. We also experimented with the rule change that allows players to participate. Please note that the test period adjusted into technical difficulties. Oh, please note that the test period may be adjusted in the event of technical difficulties. Well, I would hope that they would have, like, at least, you know, say something about it. Not what I wanted. Yeah, I would imagine they would have made, like, a blue post about it. But who knows? Hey, you may be right. We'll try this one. I'll see if it works. Open up 0 reason if you run apologies. Haven't you wait? Take it so long to open up for 0 reason. Okay, last we'll give it a bit. Maybe they ran away to work on a pre-patch, who knows? What happens if I just plug the key in? Can I just do this with a one man down? Yeah, so keys may not be working, chat. Do all of them not work? That's unfortunate. Check this Discord ping gem. Yeah, I see it. I see it. What is this? What is that truck gif in the Discord? Red Opal Monk. What'd you hit him with? That guy for 100k with a shield charge? Why would you do that to that guy? Try mine now. Yeah, hit me with it. Nope. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. So I guess no mythic pluses today? That's a little sad. Let me do one of these. Let me go to Orgrimmar and ask in general, see if anybody knows how to make it work. Or if somebody has figured it out. I was bummed. That's unfortunate, man. What's up, man? Happy to see you. What's up, Max? How you doing, man? Hope you have a good one. What do you say in Russian? It said hello, hello. What if we get to actually open? Wait, so the game like crashed for you completely, or what happened? And we know how to get Primal Fusion. You get Primal Fusion, I think, from World Quest, and it's like a currency you get at the end of like endgame stuff. I believe, because another Primal Fusion, I think it's like the purple currency. I think you get it from end of like Mythic Plus runs. So I think it's gonna be like a endgame currency, but for crafting. Didn't deserve it. It was a big crash, Jal. That's unfortunate. Let me ask real quick if keys are working. Maybe somebody in general chat will have any idea. I want to see if anybody's actually listed for keys though. Search failed. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's really bad. Search doesn't even work. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. How'd you guys sign up for the group then? This says search failed. Please wait a moment to try again. Wait a second. Oh no. Is a new build, a new update? It just doesn't work. Do any of the other keys work? Let me back out real quickly. Do any of the other keys work at all? Try Ruby Life Pulse maybe? Ruby Life Pulse. Let me try one more dungeon. Because Mythic, I guess, may have been broken or disabled. Yeah, Mythic's gonna be down all day. Is it possible to do these as Mythic 0 then? Because we can't do Mythic Pluses, but maybe we can just run through them like Mythic 0, right? No, this doesn't work. These moms are scary, Mythic 0. So we're not scale for this at all, are we? I mean... Did I feel that thing, by the way? I never tried to. Oh. Okay, that's actually very unfortunate, man. I was hoping to get some Mythic Pluses done. Honestly. I was almost dead. Jesus. Why is Halls of Valor just breaking my game? I have no idea. Could it be Halls of Valor, or is it just like your settings, maybe? Good morning. Hope everybody's having a good day. What's up, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. Is there like a new build chat? Yeah, for dungeons, there's just like no groups. Oh, that's unfortunate, man. Or Academy? I'm gonna try to join the Random Academy, see if I can get in, see if it works. I don't know if it'll work or not. I'm just gonna try chat. No Classic? I've been playing Classic in my free time, actually. Yeah, so what do we do instead, chat? Do we just get some heroics done, I guess? If Mythic Pluses aren't properly working? Or will these guys randomly just get it to work? For all we know. Yo, what if this one just works out of nowhere? I'd be very sad because I can't do the key with my homies, but I mean, I won't leave these guys. I guess we're gonna hop wait. You do Mythic 0? I guess so. We could get a pre-made. Charter today on Holy Cow. Props to the guy who actually play it. Props to you guys that can actually play it. Yeah, it's interesting, man. Evoker is an interesting class, but I like it a lot. I think it's really fun. Is it working? I think he realized. I think he just plugged it in and was like, about to be that not working. Yep, he backed up. He's like, huh, hold on. Did I plug it in wrong? You can just watch this guy. You can literally just watch him. He's waiting. He just tried it. Oh no. Can't activate. Unfortunate. It doesn't work. Would you guys want to do this as a Mythic 0? Chat. Would you guys want to do some Mythic 0s then? I'll just need to erase that Mythic Plus out of it. Sure. Okay, I guess I can make a Mythic 0 then. Unfortunately, we get to get them along the pre-patch when you come out. You have to level them and see their abilities piece by piece. You won't have to level them at least at level 1. Probably gonna have to wait until the next test. Yeah, I guess so. Get someone link the song, please? Yeah. There you go. Yeah, Stealthy. I think they're just trying to maybe give him a little bit more time in the oven to make sure the classes are ready. But they did say like the pre-patch event is gonna be like 2 weeks or so. So I think they're probably just gonna stick to that schedule. Alright, boys. We might have to adjust the title of the stream. Or maybe we should do like one Mythic 0 just for fun. And then see if Mythic Pluses work afterwards. Maybe. I guess I'll just do... What's this? Algaleth? I'm 0. Oh no. Apparently you got talents at Evoker until after the starting zone. Yes, you don't really get talents because I guess the way they kind of organize it, they don't really like. I guess they don't really make it where you need talents. Odysseus, Selly. Oh no, did I take Selly? Okay, I'll take Selly just because Selly was in the last one and we never really got to do one. I think we'll do it like that. Just a proper Mythic 0. Is this where I go just do a cheeky erase, check out the Mythic Plus out of the title? So it's like technically true. I feel bad, man. We'll do it like this. And I'll add one of these things in here. Hold up. Let me add one of these things. Broke. Waiting. Is that good enough, chat? Because I do want to do Mythic Plus dungeon. I want to get some dungeons done. Maybe they'll real enable it by the end of it, right? Maybe there'll be a blue post of like, hey, hold on, it works again. But I just want to wait, man. I want to give it some time. I guess we'll just do Algaleth Academy while we wait. They could have done it. Oh, look, you're getting memories. Oh, I guess, I don't know. I think the idea was just to get you started and give you the experience so you can learn the basics of class and then unlock the talents so that it's not like overcrowded or anything like that. I think that was the whole purpose of it and the point of it. Yeah, Solon, you can just gotta run it however you want, my guy. Can't really do this as a Mythic Plus, so I guess we'll just run it. Now, what buff do I want, actually? Do I want Mastery? Hold on, I may actually have a big value Mastery here with Chaos Incarnate. I think that could be really good. With Chaos Incarnate, damage of destruct... Did I get it? I did. Oh, it's stat instead of percent. So with Chaos Incarnate, Chaos Bolt, Rain of Fire, and Shadow Burn, you always gain full mastery benefits of chaotic energies. So Rain of Fire can actually do quite a bit of AoE too. Like, it's actually pretty good. Only my pet is actually aggressive here this time around. The last time he wasn't really doing that. Let's see how my AoE Rain of Fire build works, if anything. If ever at all. Because Rain of Fire should be able to ramp it up quite a bit too. Hopefully. Hey, how's Pharaoh looking? They're really fun. They got a lot better for Mythic Plus and AoE, so I'm enjoying them a lot. It's got like a big pull, man. It's a big one. There's a lot of things getting dotted up here. See if we can get a couple Incinerates in. Maybe I can even go for Instacast Incinerates. Dude, this Incinerates can actually cleave quite a bit. I like that a lot. That is actually so good. Hold on. Ah! Hold up. Yeah, okay, I got myself. Oh, that's the best part of playing Destruction, man. You can just got yourself covered with all that AoE, or with the interrupts. Mayhem is just sporadic, by the way. I have no idea how to control it at all. You just randomly will be tabbing to like put immolation on mobs, and I just have no idea which one of these guys gets havoc. It's so random. Channel Demon Fire. Is that actually going to be better with that build? Because I'm trying to make Incinerate work. Hopefully this build is actually kind of okay in single target though, because that Incinerate damage is doing okay. Last time I was testing it. The actual Incinerates actually do kind of alright. At least in Train Dummy there were. Later on will be Jack the Eraser Evoker. Actual expansion comes out. Yeah. Later on, like on November 15th. Middle of November. I may have to adjust my challenge because I have the one where Chaos Bolt burns Immolate, but I don't know if it gets me that much value on single tar or an AoE. I may just want to go for big haste buffs instead. That was kind of okay-ish damage, but I think this would be a lot stronger. Getting the random haste instead of like consuming Chaos Bolts on Immolates. Although it is good damage though. By itself it's not terrible. Combustion 5% more damage single target. That would be better for pure single target though. What's up, Dal? I'm gonna say I've been leveling Fury Warriors, Dark Guard, and Dwarf. And to be honest, it's a lot of fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Fury Warriors are awesome. Yeah, right now Fury are just absolutely a blast to play. So I'm glad you're enjoying them, my guy. Glad you're having fun with them. Also, I gotta spend less time putting Incinerate and everything, because I could just, what is it? Or Immolation and everything, because I could just Incinerate and get a lot of resources out of it. Yeah, maybe I could like do something different with this build. I probably should just drop down a Infernal. Cataclysm feels like it does a lot of value. Rain of Fire, Channel Demon Fire. Last build may be a little bit stronger in that regard. That or just somehow inadvertently made like a more single target oriented build. I'm just gonna set up one of these in case it get knocked. Would it be the first time I just went flying? Sorry if you had instances before, dude. That's what I'm here for, man. If you got questions, I've got an answer for you. Or the best one I got. But does Warlock feel stronger? Yeah, definitely. Demonology has been really good. Affliction honestly has a lot of potential. Demonology has just been really dominant recently. Destruction feels a lot better nowadays though. Like they really did amp it up by like 20% or something. 20% more damage-ish, give or take. But it's pretty good, yeah. I like it a lot. I don't know if Destro is ever going to be as good as it was, like, when their tier set was a thing in Shadowlands. I feel like that's the strongest Destro's ever been in a long while. But this definitely can do well, I think. Is that AFK? Or is that gone? Did it fall off? Is that what happened? Oh no, we're waiting for your laugh. Demon Squad goes Motherboard, says, dude, I know! That's one thing I really like about Evoker, is the fact that at least with Evoker, they didn't take away anything from any other class in order to make the Evoker. Instead, they just kind of added more stuff, which I think is probably a more ethical way of going about it, honestly. Dude, as long as I can get a couple of Rain of Fires in and a couple of Incinerates, like the burst damage of both of those is actually not terrible. Because I buffed up my Incinerates as much as I could. I really wish they kept the Necrolord ability. Imagine if they kept that Necrolord Decimating Bolt, where next Incinerates do more damage, you just snipe something and low execute, you go for the big cleave, Rate of Fire. That would have been such a good combo. But that's why they nerfed it. That's why they took it out of the game before we even could get a chance at it. A turn between Enhanced Elemental. Dude, Ellie, I actually enjoyed it a lot. Yesterday, I played a bit of Ellie, and then I played it more off stream. I like Ellie a lot, dude. The combos on that spec are nutty. I love it. It's not gonna be, it's not for every, never let up for everybody. Not everybody's gonna enjoy it, but I liked it a lot, man. My goodness. What a fun spec. Get your instacast here a little bit. Oh god. I like how everybody's CPS and nobody wants to drop the thing on the boss. Everybody just deeps in. Normally in Mythic Plus, you definitely would want to do the mechanic. Here we're just skipping it completely. While one of the drag is just stuck with the voice lines. Yeah, single target damage is definitely not as high whenever I go for that haze buff. But when I was doing that consume immolation playstyle, that was doing pretty well too. Here, I guess it was alright. I don't know, I guess I did make this build more an AoE heavy build. Now, hopefully Solan goes for a big AoE, and hopefully Selly doesn't steal all of my AoE, or the Warrior doesn't steal all my AoE. Because I want to go for a mad AoE here. I hope the guy goes big. And I wish I had Infernal for this one in particular. But as long as I can get like an immolation on one mob, I think I'll be okay. I just gotta get some movement from time to time. Detonations, yeah! Yeah, okay, wall. Rain of Fire. And Incinerate as much, look at that. That's what I wanted, man. That's what I wanted. Try not to get disoriented if I can't help it. Alright, Lath. I think Lath with his Cataclysm is probably a lot faster than mine. Oh, now everything is spread. That's super unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe my build's not as good. Maybe last quick Cataclysm, Rain of Fire, Immolation thing is probably better. I don't know. I think I ended up making like inadvertently maybe like a cleave build rather than like a pure single target or AoE build. But I guess we have this boss to test against. I thought Demon Fire would do more. Yeah, honestly. It's not okay, but I think it's mostly good for like prolonging the uptime of your dots, honestly. Like, it's not terrible. Yeah, everything in Mythic 0 dies really quickly. Boss in particular. I do want to know if what did you go for your build? Okay, so you went for cooldown reduction on the Infernal. I may want to do that, honestly, because I'm thinking maybe I should just give up Infernal, maybe go into either Master Ritualist or Avatar Destruction or something. Because I'm feeling like I'm just not really able to get a lot of value out of my Infernal. I don't have cooldown reduction on that thing, and I'm not able to summon more of them. So it just feels like it's like a dead talent in a way. Like, normally it's really good. running Infernal. But like with the playstyle that I got going on, like it just doesn't seem like it's super synergetic. I guess, but oh, that was just rude. But if that makes any sense, it just doesn't feel like it synergizes with what I got going on right now. But who knows, maybe I just gotta have a little more faith. Okay, that's super toxic. I'm like that a Shadow and Fire. Actually toxic. Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe like some Infernal is not as good as like maybe Avatar or Master Ritualist. I could adjust it just a little bit, just a hair. I don't know which direction though. Double kick LMAO, I know, right? It's super annoying. That's gonna be something to, definitely to like manage. If you got any kind of immunity to interrupts as a Warlock, that would be great. For that mechanic specifically. Yeah, setting up a portal ahead of time. Yeah. Honestly, that's what Soulburn would be pretty good too. Like you set up a gateway immediately. Oh, okay, so that's the first energy bomb. I never realized where that would go. Skillet. Yeah, okay, so I could probably make my build a little bit more stronger. I mean, that's a decent item though to start with. Hey, Primal Chaos, by the way, yeah, so that drops at the end of the dungeon. So how could I adjust this build to be a little bit better? Because Incinerate damage was, I mean, it's good damage. Incinerate isn't doing terrible. I think I gotta go for a Blaring Blaze. So at least in single target, that Incinerate damage is gonna be more effective. And I basically just gotta maintain like a playstyle where just try to maintain Roaring. I don't think Summon Infernal works for this build. I think I need something more passive. You know what I mean? Just something more passive. I don't necessarily even need the Eradication either, but like what else am I gonna grab though? Immolate damage? Because I could grab something up here. But like nothing really synergizes super well with that playstyle. Avatar Destruction maybe, so I can get random Infernals from time to time. Or Blasphemies rather. I mean, that could work. Literally Mythic plus key moment. Yeah, honestly. Alright, I guess we'll Hearth out, back out. I don't really have any other ways to Hearth out of here. So I guess I'm just gumping. You guys can Hearth. I'm just gonna have to literally run to the entrance. Well, now we'll come back and watch tomorrow after the maintenance. Give the town trees a whirl. Dude, there's a lot of cool stuff they've done with the town trees. A lot of stuff they've done. GG's. The Shadowlands build, my build is similar to Shadowlands. Yeah. I was thinking of trying something different though. Trying something new. And I'm thinking maybe I go for the Blasphemy setup. I was just trying to go into like a more fire-focused build. But I don't really know. Because the one for Immolate deals periodic damage when enemies above a certain health threshold, you get haste out of it. I was thinking maybe go damage of Immolation, but I think I need Cataclysm in order to be able to spread it to multiple targets. Yeah, because this would just spread everything to everybody. That'd be pretty good there. I guess what we're going to try, chat, is we could try another Mythic Plus. And I want to try to see if we could do a Mythic 10. And otherwise we'll do just another 0. Do a different class. What's the class with the shortest CD of an interrupt? Probably Shaman. I think they got like a 12-second interrupt or something like that. Warrior will be able to get to 24, or 14, I mean, 24. That's like a caster. But yeah, Warrior will be able to get maybe to like a 14 rather than 15 seconds, but I think Shaman is the fastest one now. Last time someone's way stronger than a 3-minute CDA mo. You think so? You're probably alright. I would need something that's more passive with the playstyle that I got going on, you know? Because I'm going very heavy Incinerate. Just trying this. But yeah, with the build that I got going on, probably. It's just some Infernal. I feel like it's good, but I feel like what makes it better is like the modifiers too. Picking it up by itself, it's good. As a stun, as a just damage, as a cooldown, but like shortening that cooldown makes it really, really good. But Random Blasphemy would generate lots of resources. That should be good. And it could maybe like bypass. I don't think I could bypass. I can bypass Eradication. Wait, that's actually even better. I didn't realize I had that many points to spend. I can bypass Eradication entirely. Wait, that's even better. Master Ritualist? Hold on, I want to try this. Grab an Evoker? Sounds good. Yeah, let me go and hit Train WC for a second. I think that may make the build better, because then I have Infernals constantly with me. And and I'm rotating them more often. That may be better for AoE. Thanks for letting me join. Down, test my new stats. Survival feels decent. Yeah, I gotta give survival a go, man. We'll probably do another Mythic 0 in a bit. I do want to try to grab a key. Like, we'll probably do like Ruby Life Pools M0. But I want to grab a key and just see if I can plug it in once we have a group there. Just because I want to keep testing and see if it works, man. Because if they disable Mythic Pluses entirely, they would have removed the NPCs, but they haven't removed them at all. And it's not kicking us out of those dungeons, so it's not technically over. Or shouldn't be. It should get a blast for me, and that should give us a lot of resources. I mean, 60k DPS on 4 targets isn't terrible. Should be able to Rain of Fire into another Rain of Fire. Everything takes 5% more damage. Primary target takes 20% more. Like 60 close to 70k, just mostly just single targeting while it's just randomly cleaving onto stuff. That is a little better. And the resource generation with Blasphemies is pretty up there. Which I do like that a lot more. Yeah, I think this will be a lot more synergetic for the build that we got going on right now. Except the Havoc, it just keeps Havocing onto the target that I'm already attacking. That is super weird. I'm hoping they improve Mayhem, so he doesn't like... I know it's like literally named Mayhem, but the fact that it keeps Havocing the guy I'm attacking is kind of troll, honestly. That's kind of trolling me. Again, I'm literally just using it just to build up like a buff. Wait, do you even have it? Rolling Havoc. I probably should be using Rolling Havoc too, honestly. So I can at least get more intellect out of it. Or increase damage. And I can do 2 points, so that's like what, 10 up to 10% maybe? Possibly. Alright, it's in the invite. Yeah, so give me a sec. I gotta get out of combat first. Yeah, that may be a little bit better, but I don't know, man. It still is experimental. I think going for like a Cataclysm build, maybe with a bit of Demon Fire and extending the duration of dots, and going into like Infernal, that may be like the standard build. I'm just hoping to see maybe make Burn or Ashes work. I'm a big fan of that fire gameplay as Destro. Like, focus on fire. I know there's like a lot of Chaos Multi damage, Infernal damage and stuff like, but like fire incinerates. I was trying to make that work. Chat, what other class should we play? Which one overall is the best in Dragonflight? Balance, Windwalker, Mage, or Evoker? It's hard to tell what's going to be best because we don't have the final tuning numbers. That being said, the classes out of those that I like the most personally, I love me some Evoker. I think the Healer Evoker in particular is really, really cool. I love me some Windwalker. But I like Miss River, I think, a little bit better. But Windwalker seems really solid right now, based on like the testing. Boomkin has gotten a lot of nerfs. Which I don't really know how to feel about it. And Mage is actually incredibly fun. I think Mages could be really good too. I think Mages are gonna like be hidden good and just kind of make into the expansion, and then all of a sudden you're gonna have Mages everywhere. I don't think Mages have seen too many nerfs. Only like Fire Mage with a Pyroblast playstyle. That's really about it. What are you gonna play today? Meta, I'm trying to see if I can get some Mythic Pluses done, but Mythic Pluses broke. We're literally doing Mythic Zeros. But chat, what class do we do next, boys? I want to do Survival. I want to do I guess tanking won't really feel that great, will it? I mean, I guess you could do like a damage build as a tank, right? Let's do it. We could do a Protection Warp Paladin. Havoc Metamorphosis Focus build. I do want to give that a try at some point, yeah. I'm not against it. Our Mythic Plus still in the beta. They technically are still in Xylem, but the keys don't work. Like when you plug the key into the thing, the Font of Power, it just doesn't activate it. You can still run Mythic Zeros, but that's really about it. How's Warrior Fury? Oh, so good. I gotta give Fury Warrior go too, man. Do you play PvP, brother? I do. Thanks, dude. Balance is not an option right now. Thanks to you. What? Okay, don't scratch off any of these classes based on what I say. Please, all I told you is they've been getting nerfed over and over. Please, don't make the choice of what you're gonna main or not gonna main based on what I say. At the end of the day, you should play what you like. At the end of the day, you should play your favorite play style. And this is still beta. We're still in development. None of the tuning numbers are final. So like the main nerf class at some point, and then they give it a massive buff by the end of it. Please don't use what I told you. I just told you what happened on the beta. I'm not telling you what's good or what isn't good. I'm just saying the boomies have been getting nerfed a lot, and that makes me a little concerned. But again, still, we're not at the end of it. Paladin X, I'd be down. Yeah, let's do a Paladin. Let's get a tank out of the way. Because Because Arthur did have a tank build for me earlier. I'll just throw his build on and try it out. Because I don't really get a lot of opportunities to play Prop Pally anyway. Arthur been playing Terraria. Any Terraria fans out there? Yo, when Arthur and Bob's in here, ask him Terraria questions, man. Top 3 specs. Top 3 specs that I like? Dude, man, there's a whole video made on that too. There's a lot of specs that I like personally. A lot of playstyles that I like. I like Monk, man. Mystery in particular got a lot better. Healer Evoker is really good though too. Healer Evoker is surprisingly good. Even the DPS one is good too. I love Warriors as well. I'm surprised Rogues actually feel pretty good to play too. Honestly, I don't know why, but it would just walk into an expansion thinking like, okay, it's like a beta or an expansion or whatever, and you're like, alright, is it the time for my spec to die? Is this where we die, chat? And apparently not. Rogue is still kind of good. At least in my opinion, they're pretty good. Let me get a shield, right? There we go. Yeah, I guess so. That'll work. Not the best trinket really, but that will do. Okay, what is the build that Athor had me? Is this the build? Is this it? This is it. Yeah, that's it actually. The Kyrian had the, I don't even know where to put you there. You go here. I guess you could go there. Wings go here. Wings go here. Wings. Avenging Wrath? Normally you could drag it from like Talon Tree. That guy goes here. Pony goes here. Taunt is there. Seraphim. Okay. I don't know where I'm gonna put you. I do need a better land hands though, like a targeted land hands. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Cool. That didn't take long at all. I think we're gonna do Ruby. Because look, the vendors are still here, like the NPCs are still here. They're disabled when Mythic Plus testing is actually disabled. So it's not that Mythic Plus testing is disabled, it's just the dungeons don't really work how they're supposed to. We'll do Ruby Life Bowls, make it with a Thunder and Affix just in case. Just in case it works. Alright chat, we'll just do that. We'll make a Mythic 0 group. Ruby 0 M0. I guess I don't have to do the Mythic Keystone, do I? Edit, okay, we'll do it. We'll just run it. Any best pack in Dragonflight? Again, like, because we don't have final damage tuning, it's also very difficult to determine what's going to be like the most overpowered spec, but also what's actually going to be the worst. Because right now, like, whatever spec we think is bad, they could just buff it back up, and it's all of a sudden really, really good. But there are some specs with issues though, like, I'd say Guardian Druids and Protection Paladins are the ones that don't really have that good of a rep right now. Not that they're bad, but it's mostly like there's some of the issues with the playstyles. I guess it's mostly down to the talents though. Not a lot of options or not a lot of choices, or some of the talents like you're just basically forced to play into one specific playstyle. So that still needs a bit of tuning. But in terms of like what spec is actually bad or is underperforming right now, well, Destro recently got buffed, so they're not underperforming, but they were. Assassination Rogue got a lot more AoE and buff too. They were not kind of sort of underperforming before. I'm trying to think of a spec that's actually like performing poorly right now. Like obviously poorly. Like some specs are going to be slightly better than another, like when Walkers are doing really good on AoE. But it doesn't mean like because when Walker's doing bad, everybody else is doing bad. Yeah. Chad, do you guys have any of those specs that stand out? Oh, I set it to Mythic. Okay, might be. DKs and... Yeah, okay, Frost DK. Frost DK is fun to play, but I agree to a degree. Yes, Frost Death Knight. That's a weird one right now. Did I not set? I thought I set to Mythic. Let's see if I can set it and run in. Dodge difficulty Mythic, run in. Hopefully it's still Mythic. Mythic? Hopefully. So Frost DK, they're not terrible, but they're not yeah, they're just a weird spot, I'd say. I'll try doing a Keystone, but we'll see. Once everybody zones in, I'll just try to see if I can plug it in. Because if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then I'm just gonna go. Hey Dalaran, what hunter spec is the most fun and will be competitive in DF? Competitive, hard to tell, but I think BM is looking really good right now. Yeah, I think BM is looking a lot better than it was. Beastmaster has quite a bit of depth to it right now, and I like it a lot. You could go very dot heavy, you can go very pet heavy. There's a lot more cleave capabilities now. Yeah, key doesn't work, so I'm just gonna go in. We're gonna try to see if I can go big Giga Pull. Because I'm sure that these guys will also want to do a Mythic Plus, but Mythic Plus just doesn't work right now. So I'm just gonna go for like a really big pull. Just try to see if we can live that. Big AoE, at least have some fun here, yeah? Massive AoE. Paladin does a lot of damage. What is this? Hold on. What is my damage? Avengers Shield is owns. What is this? What is this spec? Okay. So this is a build Arthur recommended me to try. He said it does a lot of AoE. I think he was right when he said it is a lot of AoE. I don't even know why it's as hard as it does. Hold on, let me pull that guy over there. What is this? I'm just gonna wall this. Wait, huh? Is this just Paladin? This feels new. I don't remember the spec ever being this way. This is good. Maybe it's just a carrying ability. Maybe that's what that is. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Is this what Paladins have been capable of this entire time? I wish I could do this on Mythic Plus where my self-healing and stuff was actually tested though. I really... Oh, I love the AoE though. I just threw a shield and it just bounces on everything and just pulls aggro like that. I like that a lot. That's actually really cool. I'm frozen. I guess it breaks. So what does the Essence Tier do? Because I never really read the ability well. Just does holy damage to everything and reduces your damage. Oh, it's like a debuff. Okay, I see. I see now. I think I understand it. I get the gist of it. Hunters and Roast Bottom into our ability. MM still got good damage on most of the single target, but MM single target is nearly same or better than BM, which is more utility. Yeah. I think MM is still pretty fun though. But yeah, I wonder how some of the specs are gonna adjust and change though. I love just being able to throw down this many shields, by the way, and have them reflect on all these swaplings. That's really cool. Did the swaplings stun me? Or did I walk over something? It's probably swaplings that stun, yeah. Also, the ammo from the gear is not terrible. Cool. They need many benefits PvP town to make him 100 specs. You think that's it? MM still... you think that's... So you talk about MM from like survivability, like from a PvP standpoint, right? Because there's a little bit difference between like PvP and PvE. That being said, yeah, I'm okay with the many benefits become like just a default ability that they can all pick up for PvP. At this point, like, they've made so many things like cross-spec in terms of the talent trees. That's one that I'm surprised that they haven't done yet, you know? I'm actually kind of surprised. Is that Dalaran Rachel general work in Turtle? Does it really not work in Turtle? No way! That's weird. Wait, Avengers Shield is really strong. I did 100k DPS on that go. This is class. Okay, Arthur never told me it was going to be this good. Actually pretty fun. I really wish I could do this in a Mythic Plus though. I think that would have been incredibly fun. Oh yeah, Flame Gullet. I forgot they added this guy. Yeah. This guy's pretty fun to fight in Mythic Plus. I think the other one is more interesting though. The other dragon is a lot more interesting. It's like a dispel mechanic for the healer. This guy's just like, just does fire damage. He's just like a DPS check. Well, the other guy's like a healer check. I do like that they added him in the first place though. Just, I'd rather have him than not have him. This would have been so much more fun in Mythic Plus though. The amount of damage the spec can do. Also Lath with 100k DPS? What the? You just like crit everything? Yeah, I guess you're just critting literally everything. How's Prop Paladin DPS rotation fluid? Yeah, it feels pretty good, man. DPS rotation for Prop Pally, the damage feels pretty good. I'm actually kind of surprised. But it feels pretty good right now. Hello? Can't pull DPS apparently, or aggro? Storm Breath? There's no way this is gonna hurt a lot, because this guy was very, very overtuned before. Hey Dal, I want to confirm the pre-patches tomorrow. I should be able to level 1 through 60 with Chromie time. I'll have to do Shadowlands. I think you should be able to level through Shadowlands. Yeah. Or maybe that's up. Actually, that's a good question. I'm not sure. That is a great question. I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest with you. Am I getting like gripped around by somebody? I feel like I am. I feel like I got yoinked over. Yeah, I have no idea. I actually have no clue. At some point, you should be able to just level like 1 through 50 using Shadowlands or other expansions. That may, Chromie update may come. No, actually, hold on. I think I saw a tweet about it the other day. I think it was a Mr. GM tweet. I think because the Evoker, with Evoker, is going to be the change of winds, right? You're not going to have that XP buff anymore with the winds. Winds of Wisdom. And I think when the Winds of Wisdom goes away, that's when they're going to change like the leveling. So I don't think you'll be able to level like... I think you'll still need to level through Shadowlands after the pre-patch launches. But after Evoker launches is when you don't have to level through Shadowlands at all. You can basically just ignore it completely and avoid it entirely. Unless I got it wrong. I probably shouldn't have popped cooldowns. Just had them ready for the next group. Weren't they originally going to change Divine Toll, by the way, to play into Judgments rather than, what's it called? Why am I getting yoinked around? Literally getting thrown around like a piñata here. I like to have my own personal movement here. What is this? Yeah, I don't think it's going to be available. I think you'll still need to level through Shadowlands until the Evoker arrives. I could be wrong. There's a good chance that I'm wrong and I'm just misremembering it. Alright, can we do like a big, massive pull? I want to see if I can pull literally everybody. If you guys just give me a second to literally pull them all. Oh, we gonna die? Wait, no, come on. We can't die here. No way. There we go. Yeah. At least these guys are kind of awake. I know we're just doing a Mythic 0, but at least you kind of want to be, you know, pulling things so it's at least somewhat entertaining, somewhat fun. Thanks so much, appreciate it. No problem, Ethan. I like the model change for this guy too, by the way. And the fist weapon. It looks awesome. But he's a little janky though. If you look at his belly, it's like red. And has like a little bit of like a checkerboard design. So he isn't like complete yet. What do you think will be the most obnoxious tank to queue against the solo shuffle? Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of hoping maybe they would remove tanks from solo shuffle. I think that'll be the easiest way to like solve it. No tank is obnoxious in solo shuffle because you don't get a tank in the first place. I don't know. I imagine like bear druids were pretty good for a while. I think right now protection warrior or maybe protection paladin is because paladins have quite a bit of dam and that silence utility with shields and off healing for the group. So it basically feels like a healer. Protection warrior has quite a bit of survivability and damage, and now has a little bit more of like of protection for the group. Like they have that wall that also splits a portion of that functionality to the group as well, and they can combine it where avatar gives you wall and normal wall gives you wall, and they could use both of those in order to give the party a buff. So maybe that, but who knows? I think Dragon should have a tank spec, man. Yeah, maybe one day, right? Maybe even we'll see a new spec for Demon Hunters too while we're at it. Yeah. 2i all. I think we could maybe queue another Mythic Zero chat. I wouldn't play survival unless keys finally work all of a sudden, which that'll work even better. Do you want to cast a spec? Maybe one day, yeah, or a healer spec. Heal him with the fell or something. I don't know. I think a caster will probably be more realistic, but it's just I just have a hard time imagining like how would they play, because it took so much from warlocks. I feel like they would just take away from like destruction at that point. They would literally get abilities like cataclysm, or I don't know what else would they really get. Has there been other demon hunters that are like casters in a lore or like as a boss? Because a lot of them do like backflips and usually glaives and mostly melee combat and then transform. I'm just like, I guess I'm trying to think of like, what else could they really pull off of? You know? You're right, would be way similar to Warlock. I mean, they've already done enough stealing from Warlocks. That's my biggest issue. I don't want them to steal any more from Warlocks. You know what I mean? Oh. Okay. Everything crashed. Huh. Even YouTube crashed. Cool. I have no idea why. Are we still back, chat? Are we still here? Because my graphics card memory crashed. I want to see if maybe it's a CPU thing in the background, because beta used to do this thing where it would keep a version of WoW running in the background and that would create problems. Still here? Weird. Okay. I am surprised. Alrighty. Okay. Sorry about that, chat. I have no idea what happened. I'll log it back on. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. I wonder if it's like an add-on or something that's causing an issue, because I only have like one. But for some reason, like on the beta, this build, there's been an issue of like, I basically run out of virtual memory or video memory. Weird. No, doesn't want to use this. No, that's not a thing at all. It literally everything crashed, man. Does it died? Is that what happened? Maybe. Check out Prop Warrior, please. Prop Warriors are pretty fun. I like him a lot. Yeah, they got a lot tankier. They got a block against magic damage too, so they're a lot more survivable. They also got a really cool set, like all Warriors got a really cool set of class talents too. They're really, really fun. And they even got more control, like Altus Bag's got a bit more control with the spear. I also get access to shockwave, so this should be a lot more effective. They changed out also the reflect, so that should help out all three specs now, so it has more of a dedicated magic protection. But Protection Warrior by itself got a lot more damage and a lot of defensive abilities to become a lot more consistent of a tank. You're still going to be really good against physical damage, but at least you have moments where you can block or mitigate magic damage better. You also got a cheat death mechanic, but not really. Basically, when you drop low on health, you gain huge defense and a massive healing intake. And that's like your cheat death, sort of. You don't necessarily cheat death, but like when you get really, really critical low, it makes it easier for you to be able to survive those really tough encounters, which can be really good for the survivability. They're really fun. For heroic, please? Yeah. PTR update? Is there a PTR update? Okay, well maybe that's what's causing it. I highly doubt it, but chat, what other class should we play? I want to try survival, but actually, chat, write in chat which class you want to see for next dungeon. I don't know if we'll be able to do proper Mythic Plus. I'll try it, but otherwise it's gonna be probably Mythic 0 just to try some builds and stuff. Can almost compete with the bears. Sweet, sounds nice. Can almost compete with bears. Burst? Or bears? Or did you literally mean like can almost compete with a bear druid? Suggesting that they do less damage than a bear. Arms? It depends on the final tuning, but they feel really fun to play right now. Thanks for the help. I'm gonna try more for Egypt. Have fun. Sounds good, my guy. Demon Hunter, Havoc, Berserker, Havoc. Oh, could do Havoc. Yeah, because Jake does have like an infinite metamorphosis build. Priest Disc. I mean, I'll let the chat decide. I'm just logging on a Havoc Demon Hunter just for the sake of logging on. Thanks, but yeah. Windwalker. Oh, they're really fun. Yeah, chat, just write what you guys want to see for the next dungeon. I will run that while I check my settings to make sure we're all good. The summon is definitely doing weird stuff from my end. I feel like that's never enabled. Even though I enabled it, I don't think it actually ever saved. That's usually what my problem is. It's like too many frames, and then graphics card is like, what? Usually. Okay, hopefully that'll work. This was always Frost DK Prot Warrior, play Prot Warrior, just play Prot, Windwalker. Yeah, whatever you guys want to see, man. It's whatever you guys want to see. Whatever I see the most in chat is what I'll play. That was a weird pick of the talent tree. One explanation, I can find it. Yeah, I'll take a look at it in a second. I'm still deciding what I'm gonna play. Prot Warrior would be fun though. Prod, Demon Hunter, Havoc, Berserker. Is that supposed to be Fury? Would like to see, got to know, been out for a while. Frost Deacon and Frost Mage maybe. Combat Rogue. I haven't played Combat in a while. Gotta log on to Wrath at this point to play that. Preach a Blizzard tweet is lol. So it might be cooking. Wait, preach at Blizzard tweet is lol. So it might be cooking. I've been parsing class all day. I got narrowed down to 3 of the easy for me to play at the highest DPS, really. Okay. Well, so far, what do you think, man? What are you feeling like? Survival Hunter Sally? We could probably do that, maybe. Yeah, so chat, you guys are saying, I think I'm seeing a lot of Prot Warrior in there. And Havoc. I think I'm doing Havoc. I think I'll stick to Havoc for now. I literally have a build called Jake's build. Let me see if I can find your build, Jake, from before. Oh, there it is. Wait, you even have like a link for it too. Code to import. I want to see if that code works, because I can just maybe import a build. Does this work? Jake take 2. It worked! Hey, hold up! So it's like all about staying in Metamorphosis for as long as possible. Getting Fury. Blade Dance and Glaive Tempest reduce the cooldown of I-Beam. So Blade Dance, Chaos Strike, and Glaive Tempest help reduce it. And then you get Duration of Demon Fury for Edge for Spence. I guess you want to generate Fury and spend it as fast as possible with the Sigil of Misery. That could work. That could maybe work okay. But no throw Glaive. That feels weird, but I guess it's like... Momentum? Wait. Oh, that's gonna feel weird too. That could maybe work out though. Wait, you're not playing Fellblade? And I actually gotta play Demon's Bite? What is this? And Sigil of Flame? Okay. Hold up. That could be interesting. We got Lath here too. I guess we'll do... What's another dungeon that's fun? I guess we could try maybe like a M0 Azure Vault, I guess. I'll try to make a key for it. I know that maybe it'll work. We'll try it. I don't really care for the challenge for myself. I can't wait to give the sounds a go. Yeah, dude. These towns are looking so good. I wonder if they're gonna change them, like any more tuning. I doubt there's gonna be a lot of like fundamental changes until like a 0.1 patch at this point, until the next raid tier or until the next major content update. But I feel like the basis they got for future updates with these towns is good, and watching them evolve by the end of like the expansion, I also think would be really fun. But I like how they consolidated a lot of the power back to the classes rather than to a bar power system. And the fact that we can just adjust our builds how we want, it means we can just experiment with stuff and try it all. You know, I like it a lot. Vlad is just gonna pop off, man. We just need a tank and a healer and we'll be good to go. I'll try to drop it in as a key chat, just to see if it works. But otherwise, yeah. Did you watch on does group PvP, Chris? Evoker seems good. Evokers are really fun. Does preservation Evoker seem good for PvP? I think it could be really good for PvP, yeah. In a solo 1v1 environment, like preservation Evoker is the only thing we've really been able to compare. But they can do okay. I feel like they have a lot of potential. They're not easy to pick up, but they can do a lot of damage. And they have interesting forms of CC that are unique to them. Like Sleepwalk, for example. It's going to be very interesting to see how that fits into the rest of the meta. What is Sleepwalk even? Is that a disorient or is that incapacitate? I imagine it's an incapacitation effect, so they'll be able to fit it where like a healer would with incapacitation effects. I believe that one is also on a favorable cooldown too. Isn't it? Yeah, 15 second cooldown. Yeah, they can sleep quite often. Asylum? Yo, we got a tank, boys. By the way, the feeling, I have a feeling that it's more single target focused build. AoE theme, don't you rather fix that? Hold on. With this build, I'll try it. I'll still give it a go. It can be fun. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. Oh, I can even place it literally on my allies too. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So this is on target location, not just like on enemy location. But this should just be on your allies as well. That could be really cool, actually. Put it on where a rogue is at or something, like a rogue 16, you throw it on him. But I guess distance would be an issue. Boomkin might be good, but we'll see, man. They've got nerfed a lot. I'm hoping they'll get better. Booker's a highly escape cloud, but I'm horrible at it. They've got a lot of mobility, unique forms of defensives, unique crowd control utility. Yeah, they are very interesting to pick up and play. Just try everything, yay. Yeah, give everything a go, especially during pre-patch. Like if you have a bunch of alts, or if you're still leveling characters, during the first 2 weeks of pre-patch, you can still get a lot of leveling done. Yeah, so definitely take advantage of it when you can. Alright, let me set it to Mythic and we should be good to go. Hey, friend. I'll try doing the key again, chat. Once we get everybody here, I'll plug it in, see if it works. If not, we're just gonna go. Did I just chat to the Insane Boomkin are bad now? No. I'm not saying they're bad. I've said they've gotten nerfed a couple of times. I'm in the middle of Gear 1 because I saw they were doing well. They got nerfed a lot. M plus again. I'll try to do it M plus. Does M plus work again? Gonna check. If not, then it's a M0. Yeah, all we can really do while it's bugged. There's really not much you can do about it. Couldn't get a Boomkin to push good DPS, so that could just be me. On the beta? Yeah, I think I gotta give Boomkin another go, man. I gotta give it another go. They've gotten nerfed a lot, and I just can't tell if it's like a Fire Mage situation where Fire Mages apparently had some sneaky Pyroblast build that were just dominating. And all of a sudden, like, they're like, okay, we gotta tone that down. Where Fire Mages were like, oh, we're not good. But there's one build that apparently is doing that crazy damage and trails off in single target. Is it work? No, it doesn't work. Okay, we go. Didn't work. Let's go tank. Whenever you're ready, Xylem. I guess I'm bringing them to you. I didn't mean to. Dude, Demon's Bite feels weird to play. At this point, Demon's Bite feels really weird to play. I'm not used to it. I'm just used to auto attacking. Also Blade Dance too. That's another one. Not used to at all. Demon Hunter is kind of okay. So for this build, I want to do Bending Fury, Blade Dance, Chaos Strike, Glaive, and try to go for I-beams as much as I can. Okay, I'll try to. I need to try to remember, like, that's what I gotta do, because I just haven't tried the build before.
It's too far away. I don't have a target.
Gotta reposition a little. That's a weird build. Yeah, I just gotta figure out what I'm supposed to do here. Because I know there's a playstyle to it. Maybe I gotta kind of like use momentum and then use an ability. Momentum, then an ability to really maximize the value of the build. Who knows, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna go momentum. Or, yeah, Vengeful Retreat does activate it. Oh, you actually get it for like 10 seconds. Wait, you actually get it for quite a while. We'll try playing mechanics. Essence Break? Oh yeah, I forgot about Essence Break. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, let me actually start using that ability. I literally forgot about it. Yeah, it's got a lot of parts going on. Just not picking up any means necessary feels really weird, by the way. Yeah, Jake, so what are you supposed to do for this build? Like, what's the design goal here? Is going in for arcane damage but not picking up a mastery buff with any means necessary, or going for hunt without any means necessary? It feels weird. I'm glad we go the wrong way. Oh yeah? It's all good. Whenever you do so auto attack, do you want to bite? You just mash the buttons? Yeah, it's just a different playstyle. When you play the Glaive Toss build though, you have a lot of abilities that you could use in between. And Glaive Toss is perfect for it. Oh, okay, we made friends. Hopefully the tank, oh. Okay, well he got a Moonfire on one of some of these guys. Am I dead? Matter for survivability, maybe. Try to blast him out. Yeah, I kind of miss that Glaive Toss build. It's so good though. I'm so used to it. That's my biggest problem. I'm just too used to that playstyle. It's a good bleed. Yeah, playstyle's so different than in Shadowlands, for real. Everyone's trash talking Pally. Wait, everyone's trash talking Paladin. What do you think? Is it going to be good? I think Paladin's actually fine. I like Retribution a lot. They don't get a lot of new stuff, but I love the fact that they got more concentration focus. They got a battle res, which I think is really cool. Their mobility, I really would have loved to keep the Paladin Judgment mobility though. I thought that was going to be the coolest ability I've ever seen. So I was a little bit sad to see it go. It was there for like 2 seconds at the very least, so I guess it's better than not having it. But yeah, it feels really, really bad. I was excited for it though, very excited. I need to do that less. Back up and then charge in. I kind of need to back up and see if I can stay on him. Because that does both. Both of them proc momentum. Thank God, man. I was hoping the Judgment thing was going to be good. But they removed it. Protection Paladin doesn't seem terrible though. Protection seems like it should do a lot of damage. Then we have Holy. And I like how Holy could actually play into like a proper single, not single target, but a melee build. Like a proper melee damage build. Where you do damage and you heal your allies. Because that one seems to get a lot of support recently. They put a lot of effort into that healer build though. Like a caster build. I don't know how well that's going to play, but I mean, if they're putting this much effort into it, I doubt that it's going to play poorly. That's, I guess, the best way to put it. It'll probably play well. Gotta move to the side there. Not what I meant to do at all. What's up? What's up, Virgil? How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. So if you guys are just popping in, Mythic classes are broken right now. We're literally just doing this as a Mythic 0. And I'm trying out a Havoc Demon Hunter build, seeing if it works any. This build is mostly work in progress, so I'm making changes as the run goes. And the build is more focused on Fury Regen from the Soul Fragments, the Demonic Appetite on top of the meta extension, Fury Regen. Yeah, it just feels really weird to play. Do I have like the other build? I don't know. Yeah, I really wish I could go back to like that Cleave build that I had earlier, because it was really good. Привет, друг мой, здорово, Зевен, как ты, момент, здорово. Я всегда ставлю тебе лайк, большое спасибо. Zevin popped in saying, hello, friend, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for popping in, my guy. Appreciate you. I got booped. Oh yeah, Chaos. I need to be doing that more often. I don't forget that that's an ability for me. I feel like this build feels very, very CD reliant, Jake. Very CD heavy. So I feel like with so many nature and arcane abilities, I almost want to go like enemies necessary. I don't know, Shatter Destiny, I think that may be okay in single target, but it just doesn't feel like nearly as impactful. The setting in Metamorphosis longer. That means you do get more Valiant Chaos Strikes and Blade Dance in the long term, but it just feels passive compared to every other ability that just has more of an explosive effect to it. I don't know, that's just been an experience with it so far. Big? Might as well, honestly. I want to try to see if that Sigil of Flame does anything. Oh, I'm just getting blasted. Little kid move. Okay, hold on, I gotta hack. I want to try to see if I can move myself over. Is Vengeance Demon Hunter any good? Yes, last time I played Vengeance, it seems like it's pretty good. I'm probably dead. Darkness? Why do I have aggro on that guy? I'm trying to bring him to the tank and I can't. I guess we're just gonna try this. See if any of this works well. Or not. The constant roots was really annoying. But I can't do anything about it. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not really digging this build, Jake. I'm not really liking that prolonged metamorphosis thing. I don't know, maybe I'm playing it wrong. But it just doesn't feel good compared to like any other build that I've played so far. Like every other build just felt so much better to play. Again, like maybe I'm just playing it wrong. You know, it's supposed to be like more aggressively spamming Chaos Strike. Just not doing it. Stay in meta forever. That I'm supposed to maybe use Metamorphosis more often. But I imagine you would go for like Festival Adari then, right? Just so you can use meta more often. And you gain versatility from it. It's a little bit hard to manage on the bottoms to try to follow Flame better Elysian Decree. Yeah, well no, I don't mind Elysian. It's just I don't. With Elysian, I feel like together with any means necessary, that ends up working really, really well. Because then that arcane damage by itself is really, really strong. Right now, that arcane damage is kind of okay. It did good. It could be a lot stronger just by itself without having to like set it up or anything. If that makes any sense. But yeah, I do agree with you. The other one is a lot better for survivability. And then you just have a demon spawn in and you kill him. It just one is very, very RNG though, so I'm not a big fan of that RNG with the demon. I used to like it too in BF in Shadowlands. Is it working out? Seems lots of groups up. Wait, really? Up. Being told keys work now. I'm gonna try a key. Okay, we hearth. We hearth and come back in. Is it confirmed that they're working? I guess I'll see if they're up. Yeah, there's a lot of groups up. Okay. So let's hearth out. I want to try... I'm not really feeling Demon Hunter. Chat. I'm not really feeling a Demon Hunter at this build. And I really want to go set up another build. I want to either play Survival Hunter and try some of the new buffs I've gotten. I want to try Rogue. Maybe Assassination. Or... what am I feeling actually? Am I actually feeling Rogue? Chat, give me a class idea, real quick. Throw me some stuff. Throw me some stuff and I'll pick. I want to do Survival Hunter. Or maybe like a Feral Druid. Just go big AoE shreds. I'll pass lead to Lath. So he can end me. Real quick, Lath. Swap over. Hit me with it, boys. Survival, Boomy. Do we do Boomy, man? Do we just play Boomy? I'm afraid with the Boomy, man. I just don't want to be sad. I don't know how well or bad they're gonna do, but maybe we do Boomy. Hunter, Survival, Shadow Priest. I'd love to play some Shadow Priest, man. I'd love to. Boomy, I want to see it. Don't want to give myself sad. The sad. Pal, please. DK or Warrior, MM Hunter. I'm really wanting to do Survival, but Red Pal would be fun too. Oh my god, they were so good. Are they bad now? I hope they're not. MM Hunter, SB. Shadow Priest are fun too, but I don't have a build for Shadow Priest, man. Second Pal, Feral. Feral, please. If you just do Feral, man, just get out of the way and just go Big Kitty Cleave. Because Feral is ridiculously fun. Pally has mages like it. I could do Arcane. Show us the light. For the love of God, show us the light. Did we just do it, boys? Just go for the light. Or red, Feral works. What do I want to play more? Man, it's been a bit since I played Paladin. Boomy. Oh my god. Do we give ourselves Feral or Boomkin, chat? Feral or Boomy? Out of those two, I am gonna do Druid. Feral or Boomy? Do I make myself sad playing Boomkin? Because they got nerfed a lot. I don't know if they're gonna be bad or not, but they've gotten nerfed a lot. I don't know what to expect. I am gonna try to put a build together if I do play Boomy. Feral or Boomy? Feral. Okay. I'm hearing ya. Obviously, chat wants to do Boomkin. With so many people saying Feral, they're obviously yelling Feral, but whispering Boomkin. It's just whisper. Alright, let's get a group together. Alright, so the build I got going on, I don't even know if that's the build that I want to run, but we got like a bleed build. I think we can make it even more bleed heavy. Let's do one of these. Big AoE. I really love going into Tireless Energy. I really want to grab Tireless Energy. So Cleave. I like them swipes. This got stronger, by the way. Cooldown is good. Target's Fury. I kind of like that. I could extend duration Target's Fury, but I don't really care. Do I want to go Moment of Clarity? Do I care for Moment of Clarity, chat? Do I need this for more swipes? It feels good to play them. Rips. That. Cat's Eye. Dots. And then I think that's what I usually do. Wait, no. Yeah, 10% chance to generate a comp point. I don't think it'll be fine. I don't necessarily need it to either. It just is nice. And I'm starting to think of Merciless Pause. Big AoE. Yeah. We'll do it like that, chat. We'll do it like that. Cool. Because I feel like last time we were playing Feral, we did have way too many things that gave us, like, too much energy, too many resources. Place for Lunar Inspiration. Yeah, there is. So they're changing the Loon Inspiration a little bit. It's on the left-hand side, and you just kind of goes from Merciless Claws into Loon Inspiration, which Merciless Claws buffs the damage if you swipe and shred against bleeding targets. So it works into that bleed-based gameplay. The right-hand side feels a little off to the side, but it'll be okay. All right, we'll try this. Should we do the same dungeon, or should we do a different dungeon? Same instance or different one? I want to see if these guys have any preferences. Because if any instances I do, I probably would do Ruby, just because I like Ruby. Ruby Shrine is pretty cool. Unless you guys just want to do the same thing. But I don't know. Like that, halls like that suggested. Halls it is. We could do halls, boys. Are people? Hopefully people are queuing for halls. I'd be so sad if you like pop in the halls and it's like that one is the one that's broken, but everything else works. We could do halls though. What should be another 5-5 over the weekend? Weekend. And I think that's the build I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try innovating the healer whenever I can. Do I have an innovate keybind? Not really. But I could make one. And add an innovate. Innovate. Oh wow, that's a lot of food. Yo, yeah, good buff. Thank you. Appreciate you. By the way, you got like glasses and everything. Oh, look at this. Gentleman and a scholar. I like it. Hey, I need that trinket, bro. You got to have a little bit of heroic. I need one of those. I look good. I think that's a good trinket, actually. And the fact that it scales up here, it's going to be nuts. So we're going to go crit here, chat. Just as much crit as humanly possible. As much crit mastery. We'll all crit as much crit as we can. In fact... we go more. We're gonna do this with Wafted Devotion. I don't know what that does, but it's like an enchant, so it's better than not having one. And I could adjust one of the pieces like it's haste heavy into a crit heavy one. Yeah, that'll work. Alrighty. 3 to 1. Please work! Didn't work. Didn't work. Chat, was I bamboozled? Or is it only this one doesn't work? Was I just absolutely bamboozled? Got trolled over. I guess so. Chat, did I just get trolled? Damn. I was hoping. So is it actually working or no? What's happening? Oh no. That's effed up. Because I was literally told, man, the guy lied. Maybe they didn't mean it, man. Because I was told, because they were right. Like, there were a lot of groups popping up in LG. Oh no, I feel bad now, man. Because I told the group, like, hey, it works. Now, I don't know if it does. Let me ask. Let me ask in general again. Because I got excited, man. I got excited. Maybe try Ruby, that's a safe bet. I mean, maybe. I almost feel like I should just go and try Ruby solo. And see if it works then. Ask in general chat, I guess, or trade chat. Maybe they'll be like, everything works except for halls. You excited for the promoted out? Dude, I am very excited. I've been waiting for it for a while. I am so ready to shave off all these bar powers off of my character, man. I'm so happy. Anything higher than 0. I asked the people in the actual dungeon that said not anything higher than 0. Hear that word lot key. Is that a code for something? This Paladin guy never done a Mythic Plus apparently. I guess we do M0. Yeah. I guess back to M0s, boys. I didn't fix it. Looks like the weird feral build. Looks like a weird feral build. It's really good AoE though. It's very, very good. Yeah, let's do Ruby. Is Ruby good? Let's do Ruby. Ruby M0. The fact my guild turned into a weird PvE guild makes me very depressed, and all they do is host slime cat carries. Dude, slime cats, everybody wants one right now. Like with the pre-patch, like I think the slime cat goes away once the expansion is over, right? So you got about a month. So I can see it, man. I mean, a lot of people could make gold out of it. But yeah, very, very excited about pre-patch tomorrow, King. And this is feral build. It does look weird, but it has a lot of AoE output. It's really, really good for AoE. You play together with Striker Life and Death, you go for a bunch of Primal Wraths. Primal Wraths consume your Rip on target to instantly deal damage when you go for big AoE pulls. Rip damage increased by 20. You also have a Rip put up a second Rip, a Tear, for 12% of the Rip's damage, so that's pretty strong. And then you constantly have all these dots taken out very, very quickly, so you get quite a lot of value out of it. Those dots are going to give you free bites, and those bites also cleave everybody with a Rip. So it ends up being like a really nice chain of AoE. And then you just put up a couple rakes and everything. And I have rakes that do a bit more damage too. So it ended up working out pretty well. Yeah, I think maybe I should pick up some neighbors too, because cool finishers can also give me a min-X rake or shred will work as if it's stealth. And then double rake, that's also stealth version. Ends up being pretty good as well. Just overall more damage. Just doing so for plays 3 tanks and a Paladin DPS V. Plays 3 with Paladin tank and DPS. Gotta start somewhere, right? Gotta wait a whole another day. EU here? Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. How do you get Slime Cat? You gotta get every single raid done on normal or heroic for the unfaded difficulty. I want to see the town heroic means more build variety. It sounds interesting. Yeah, it's quite a bit more build variety than before. A lot of classes have like a couple of viable builds. That keys don't work here too. Grey Fung Enclave. Is this guy able to actually like fly back? I wish we could go out here and summon. Because the Druid, I guess, he's trying to see if he could go back to Dalaran. Oh, he's only taking a port to Stormwind. Okay, we'll wait for him. Hopefully we can do it, because I don't know what happens. Like, when the clock strikes 7, do we just get kicked out? Because so far we haven't really been able to get into a, what is it? An M+. Hi. Hi. He said, wait a sec, down. Just load up your stream. What's up, Ray? Or Rai Frost? Yes, pre-patch dropping 25th and 26th, depending on the region. So NA is 25th, EU is 26th. So yes, and yes. When I see it, yeah, neutrality works even pretty good, Aaron. I don't think we'll be able to pick up all the builds, all the playstyles in pre-patch, because you will need a lot more talents to really access the full tree. But you'll be able to make out a few builds and make impactful decisions in terms of like what you want to play with the builds and stuff. Yeah, for EU is 26th, I believe. I think it's on a Wednesday for you guys. But time zones are different a little as well, too. Let me try plugging it in. If it doesn't work, we're just gonna go. Okay, no work. Okay, we go. Big pull. Smiley face. Give everybody movement speed real quick. Big go, boys. Big. I'm honestly just probably gonna go in and just gonna pull for him if I can. Huge. Massive. Give us something to do. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of just swimming in energy with this build. Gonna get some kicks in here and there. Get the big guy pulled. Literally everything pulled. What I like about this build too, there's quite a bit of funnel damage too, because you still want to bite like a primary target and like A in your trash pack. So those bites are gonna end up doing a lot of funnel damage. It is free resources too. Yeah, that guy, you're definitely gonna pull him in a corner like this as a tank. I think people already figured out the strats and stuff. Exactly what they want to see. But yeah, chat, so if you're wondering how good is Feral Druid in PvE, in AoE it's looking like it's gonna improve. A little bit. Just a little. Cooldown reduction on Berserk is gonna be great in AoE, by the way. It's gonna be mad. I don't know how good this build is in single target though, so I will be honest, chat. I am not sure it's as well suited for pure single target, but it may be okay. Definitely got a lot of utility. Like I have equivalents of like a Vampiric Embrace for the spec. Where it gets really exciting is the AoE though. We gotta go in and just bleed everything. Yeah, that's where it gets really fun, is the AoE part. Now, it does have soft caps too, so it's not like you just do complete full AoE and there's no way around it. You do have soft caps, so like your bite, for example, it is soft cap around like 5 targets. It's not gonna be like just complete unmitigated AoE damage, but it can do pretty well. Feral is looking the most improved, I'd say, out of all the classes for Mythic Pluses. This has to take the cake. Arcane Mage looks better. I'd say Affliction Warlock looks better. Because a lot of classes are like weren't doing that great. Mistweaver I think is looking improved too. But yeah, it's pretty fun. Lots of rip, lots of bites. Tear is a cleave. Rampant Frost is a cleave. Swipes do more damage because you can pick up this town right here. Wild Slashes, which is competing with Brutal Slashes, which is like technically this is better on single target and cleave burst. But this just bumps the damage by 20%, makes it more consistent. Same thing here, you can either go for like Blood Talons for stronger bites, stronger bleeds, but like harder playstyle, or just buff it by 15% passively. Both of those work well. I'm gonna get this belly. I'm gonna need that Dispelly. Got a couple AoE cleaves in here. I like how we have like a really big AoE group here. Ivoca counts as a big AoE, right? I'd say they do. Nowadays they do. Or all of a sudden does. Been used to for a while. Some big fighting boss. See plenty whoops. Yeah? Yeah, so Feral should feel pretty good, chat. I'm hoping it'll feel pretty good. It's still hard to tell like what build is going to be the strongest. But a bleed dot build looks pretty good. Like it looks like bleeds became a lot more bursty. I guess the best way I put it. You should play as a panda without mustache. Think so? It's supposed to be more like a Kulturan like handlebar look, but I'm not really doing the best upkeep on that thing. I'm not gonna lie. Put up rips and everything, but things don't really, or rakes, but things don't really live long enough. So it just feels weird to like put up all those rakes when things just die fairly quickly. You can also go for like a easier bite build too, where bites have a lot less energy cost, and it makes it a lot easier to pick up as a Feral. Like energy wise, I think resources have always been weird for Feral Druid, because like you always feel like you never have enough globals to really use the abilities that you want to use, you know? So they added like a way to like make your energy regen a little bit easier to manage. It's like cost of ferocious bite has been reduced by 20%. So instead of going for like a 50 energy for a bite, you go for 40. It's a very slight adjustment, but it makes a pretty big difference. A very slight adjustment, but it ends up working out fairly well for you as a playstyle. You can still pick up Convoke, you can pick up Swarm. There's a lot of like little abilities you can pick up too. Maybe even an Incarnation build could be good as well. It's hard to tell right now, but it could maybe be good at some point. Also, they made Swipe. Swipe can generate calm points. Like bonus calm points. While Berserk is active. So it makes AoE even better. We just swim in resources. It's really cool. I'm still not sure again what playstyle of Feral you are gonna play at the end of the day, but this one seems pretty fun. New question: is this a low difficulty dungeon right now? So the bleed bill will be better and harder content. Yes, it will be even better and harder content when things live. Yes, yeah. As long as you have good uptime, like you could always drop Cycle Life and Death and then put a long-lasting bleed on him. But I think you'll end up running like Cycle for the most part. That or maybe Vein Ripper just to put a long, extra long bleed on him. But yes, it should be even better. Dots generally scale. As things live for a while, dots end up doing better just because you get a full value of the damage over time effect. Yes, yes, yes. I also need to be doing a better job putting rakes on everything, because that's actually good damage now. So I need to be more proactive with that. It's very, very fast-paced, though. Very fast-paced compared to what it used to be. And look at my resources, too. I'm just swimming in energy. That's my favorite part about Feral. It's just the resources itself. Yeah, very much improved. I like it a lot. I feel like that one big AoE pack where we just had like everything pulled, that's where this pack dominated in. But yeah, if things are a little bit longer, get a full rake value, get a full rip dot value. Because rakes I'm just putting on things that are dying within seconds of each other. It definitely could be a little stronger. Definitely, definitely. I guess I'm just gonna hit the dragon for a bit. A lot of stacks, though. Get rid of movement speed, so you can kind of break out of it. Get a bit of cleave. Just gotta shred. Or swipe, rather. I'm gonna die. I'm picking up a lot of these debuffs, though.
Swipe left, someone said something stupid. Swipe right now, I'm watching what you did. If I were down now, I'm at a disadvantage. But I think that it's worth it. I put my headphones on. I play my favorite.
But yeah, it doesn't play that bad at all. I think the energy regen buffs and the AoE buffs is really what's gonna benefit the spec the most. So it's 7:04. We haven't got kicked out of dungeons at all. Is it Mythic Pluses that are just gone or what? 26k HPS is not bad? Yeah, not bad at all. DPS wise, I feel like I said this boy, lad. Ended up getting those blackout kick cleaves, man. Yeah, I definitely can probably improve this build too. I definitely can improve it a little bit better because you can fine tune it. But that's the build more or less. It's really good in AoE. You can make it even better feeling too. Like you can get Primal Claw, so you just get a ton of calm points, but you're still like, I'm just swimming in energy. Resources are doing fantastic, together with Tireless Energy, together with Cat's Curiosity, often resets with AoE, with Predator, and then also got Checkers Tenacity, which targets Fury causing next to finishers to restore calm points. So that all together just plays really, really well. Incarnation should get some buff, it's fun already. Incarnation? Yeah, Incarnation actually should be a lot stronger. Your melee attacks have a chance to activate Incarnation for 6 seconds without the ability to enter stealth. So like you'll just get an empowered version of it for a little bit. Got a plus 16 out of that one? Yeah. Too bad we can't do them. Unless all of a sudden it just lets me like plug the key in. Because normally I would have gotten kicked out by now. I want to see if they made a blue post on this at all about the Mythic Pluses. Let me see chat. Let me check the forums. Oh. Look, going to see open up the World of Warcraft website and my graphics card started doing weird stuff. Load that up here. That's weird. Can I just go to WoW forums? Yeah, I'm still experiencing some of that, oh no, okay. No, so remember that whole crash that we had earlier? With the graphics cards, boys? Where the game kind of crashed? Yeah, that's still happening right now. Maybe I just need to restart from my PC at some point later down the line. Is this some of my settings that are doing wrong? Maybe? I don't think so. That could be wrong. Huh. Are we still here, chat, by the way? Or did everything crash for me? Chat, because music ain't playing. Chat, hello? Real quick. Are we still here? Or are we dead? Because things might have died on my end halfway through. Because I did have a couple of programs crash. I had my stream alerts crash. And then YouTube kind of spazzed. Are we still there, chat, or what? Or did my chat freeze? Let me check, hold on. Chat, I'm seeing if the chat bugged out for me or not. I think my chat might have frozen. I don't see you guys say anything. Or maybe it all bugged. Out of all the days to have like weird issues with my streams, man. Out of all the days. What is going on? Impasse is down due to pre-patch tomorrow. That's what people are saying right now in trade chat. Weird. Oh. Okay, well nothing wants to load. Chat, if you guys are saying anything, I literally, my chat won't load for one reason or another. I can maybe try closing it. See if that fixes anything. Okay, my live streaming app just won't load either. Hold on. Let me see if I can close the game real quick. Maybe that's causing issues. I can't even see the chat anymore, man. Second. What is going on?
There's been something on my mind and it keeps hurting me. You've been treating me like I have been your enemy.
Chat, trying to see if I can fix it. Should I just open a different tab of Chrome, maybe? Oh, my PC is doing all kinds of weird stuff, boys. I'm so sorry about this. Let me try this. Let me try just closing everything. Seeing if things work. Let me just try it now, chat. Oh, maybe that'll fix it. Just close everything and then open it back up like nothing has happened. Alrighty, let me try one of these. Let me try going here. And see if it works, maybe? Hi, chat. I see you guys. Are we good, chat? Are we still back? Are we still live? Hold on real quick. Real quick. Boys, are we still live? Hit me with a quick yes or a quick no. Quackity quack, quack, quack. I have no idea what that means, but thank you for being here. We are. Live check. Live check, boys. Live check. Yes, you goof. I did goof apparently somewhere. My PC is just struggling. It's running out of VRAM. I have no idea. Yes, we are. Oh, well, thank you guys so much for being here. Yeah, I have no idea, man. I'm just having a random, sporadically end of a pre-patch issues with WoW all of a sudden. Yeah, I want to see if MYTHIC Plus will work now. I just want to check it real quickly. Last stream, dead in the heart. Oh, come on, man. Why you gotta do me like that? It's not dead, no heart. We're good though, chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Been here the whole time. Yeah, so my chat just stopped working completely. My YouTube side of things just stopped working altogether. So I had no idea, honestly. I just couldn't tell, man. I just couldn't tell at all. Let me just see if Mythic Pluses work. If Mythic Pluses do not work, I want to dive in a dungeon. I want to get an actual M+ done. Because technically this shouldn't be over until like 7 now. And right now it's 7. So it should be over. It should be gone. I get support to Orgrimmar? I just want to see if it works or not. Could you do me a favor and tell Leroy to settle down single-handedly getting Demon Hunter's nerve? Bro, Leroy demons show up this week for PvP. I think literally why Leroy just didn't even show up at all this week. Just to make sure that he's trying to keep it like, trying to keep Demon Hunters not from getting nerfed week by week. Because I feel like for the last few weeks they've been getting nerfed left and right. Alright, we're in the game. We're in there. And is our Mythic Plus working? I'm just gonna grab a random key. Algathar Academy? Thundering. Those are funsies. I'll grab a 10. I just want to see if it works. Because I should be able to drop the key in, see if it works properly or not. Last few weeks I've definitely been watching for sure. Maybe. I don't think a lot of the nerfs have been for PvP reasons though. More than likely, a lot of the changes we've been getting are PvE specific. Am I dumb? I am dumb. Okay, I gotta run out. That's hilarious. I could just blink past it and not even get out of the dungeon. Can I set it to Mythic 0, please? Mythic? Okay, Mythic. Pop him in. No, watching Pog. Maybe. Does this work? Doesn't work. Alright, chat. Mythic Pluses. Unless we got like a forum post about it or something. I'm afraid no. We're going to worldofwarcraft.com. Because what if it crashes again? I'll be very, very sad. Let me see if they have a blue post on it at all, man. Let me see. Blizzard Tracker. Just like for October. They haven't said anything since. Yeah, Keystone seemed to be still bugged. For everybody else. That's unfortunate, man. I don't know if they're going to extend the testing until like tomorrow or whatnot. Or maybe until the next week. But tomorrow we got PREPATCH anyway. So tomorrow we're just going to do some Mythic Pluses over on the PREPATCH. Do some gambits. Play our classes. We do have a delayed release. Or not delayed release, but like a extended maintenance tomorrow. Which I guess is another way of saying a delayed release. That's another way of doing it. Probably not a memory, my man. Probably, yeah. It's been weird. I was trying, like last time it was happening, it was an issue with like, what am I trying to say? It was an issue with like WoW on beta. Basically, every time I would open up beta and I have a crash, it would have another version of WoW running in the background, or like a second version of the Battle.net app, and that would slowly siphon memory and then until it causes a crash. Yeah, I'll probably just need to do a restart, see if there's doing something funky again, and then adjust it. But yeah, weird stuff. Till 3 p.m. PDT downtime. That means it's 6 p.m. our time. I'm hoping they're just kind of like trying to go for like 6 p.m. East Coast, which is usually an hour after we launch the stream. I'm hoping they're like setting it at 6, but it's going to be up earlier. Because I'd be pretty happy with it. Because I'm excited to get the new... I got to make my Weekara... Oh, not Weekara. I got to get my... I wonder if I could do one of these, chat. I wonder if I could just do like this, right? And then, how do I share the layout? Share, copy the clipboard. And I can just kind of post it in my own Discord on the side. And then maybe I'll log in tomorrow. I just pop that on. Because I have it set up how I like it. You know what I mean? Wait, is that everything though? Honestly, I should put a notepad, shouldn't I? Just to make sure I save it. Notepad. Beautiful. UI. Let's do that. 8-hour maintenance. Yeah, I'm hoping they're maybe just overshooting for it, right? Saying 8 hours, but in fact, it's going to be shorter. That's the hope right now, is that they're overshooting it a little bit. But we'll see. Okay, I have it saved. Hopefully that'll work. Hopefully that'll function. But we'll see. And I have it saved in Discord. I don't know if it'll work or not. I highly doubt it'll work properly. Class tuning for pre-patch light roll buff. Wait, another settled tuning? Hold on, what do we got tuned? Bullet storm nerfed? What the? Heavy armor nerfed? Okay, dude. Well, they're nerfing them on AoE. TO Plenty has 2. Bonus renew miss or envelop miss. That could make it interesting. I felt like that sound was a little bit behind though. They removed some kind of like a modified critical strike chance. Wait, they removed the crit benefit out of it? Huh. Light rolls within 20 yards. Oh, they bucked it by quite a bit. Okay, light roll, they're trying to make it work. I wonder if light roll will come back. Devouring Plague. Did they add Devouring Plague back in there? I think it's supposed to be just VT, not Devouring Plague. 10% spell power damage. That nerf was a little much, man. I don't know. I think it's from initial earlier build. Yeah, that's sad, man. No. That's unfortunate. Is there any other changes we missed though? Class tuning from PTR. I don't think there's anything we missed. Except the nerf and bursting swords, but buff and Harbinger of Doom, which I'm okay with. Wasn't this a 2-stack talent? They just made it 1-stack? Or is it just like buffed? One of those two. I find Holy Pact a little bit more. Sad days, boys. I don't think I've really done anything more besides booming nerves. Wait, booming nerves? Or not? Yeah, they did do booming changes. Yeah. I gotta give booming a try at some point, man. I guess we'll do it tomorrow. To farm Dragonflight for the would BFE and herbal mining. To farm Dragonflight, what for BOE and herbal mining? Like to farm for gold? I imagine professions will be useful, yes. Crafting professions like gathering will probably be good early on, but eventually I think the crafting professions will get better once the market is heavily saturated with gathering mats. I think if you have a lot of free time, gathering mats are going to be huge. If you don't have a lot of free time, I think crafting mats like consumables as well as gear is going to be pretty high in value. Jewel crafting will probably be really good because it could do a triple socket thing for next and stuff. Are they going to delete Shadowlands since basic is worthless now? Yes and no. Shadowlands, like they're not going to remove the zones. Like you'll still be able to go back to Torghast, older dungeons and raids for mods and stuff. And you'll still be able to go back and do like the Covenant campaign for like again consumables. But like it's going to be like TBC, Wrath, Kata zones, mob zones. And they never deleted them. They're still there. But yeah, like in pre-patch you'll still be running like all the Shadowlands dungeons or Season 4 dungeons for a little bit. And the Shadowlands raids if you want to. And do solo queue stuff. But yeah, Shadowlands isn't going to be deleted though or anything. Relatively new player, is there any certain role that's somewhat easier to get into for mechanics a chance? I think a DPS. I think a DPS role is probably easier. I think certain classes are easier than roles though. Certain classes I'd say like Hunter, like a range role isn't terrible. Like usually most range classes don't have to deal with as many mechanics as melee. There are some mechanics that are range specific. But I think a Hunter is a good middle ground where you have a lot of movement. And you do a lot of damage from range with a pet. Yeah. I think you just copied my beta UI to PTR UI just fine. Oh really? Okay, yeah, because there was a lot of problems with like copying the layouts of the like the UI over from previous builds into recent builds. There were a lot of issues with that. And I guess maybe they've fixed it since. But yeah. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Worst to worst, I'll just try to make it as close to what I have here over in the beta, but it's not like I do much. The middle is just stacked. I just gotta kind of figure out what bars and what goes where. Blacksmith and Jason will be pretty good for gold. I think a lot of professions are gonna be gold, especially with so many professions having specializations. I'm pretty sure this guy has professions, isn't he? Yeah. Like tailoring, there's specializations in tailoring. So a person that does textiles will be able to get some of the spell thread quicker than others. Embroidery and weaving. Some people will be able to get certain cloths faster than others. Draconic will be able to get like some of the time weaving and azure weaving recipes and materials before everybody else. Garment crafting will be able to make certain pieces of gear faster than others. Yeah, with the specializations, like you want, it's not just going to be down to like what specific professions are going to be able to make stuff, but even certain like, let's say you do need something crafted from tailoring. You have to need people that make draconic weaving, like the actual garments themselves. Get some of the good crafted gear with sockets and bonuses and extra effects and stuff. But before you get that, you need somebody to make the actual like textiles. You need somebody to make the materials in order to be able to get there. So the person going into those material crafting is also going to be able to make quite a bit of gold out of it. Because you won't be able to like maximize professions immediately. You'll take time before you unlock like all the points you need in order to specialize into them. And that takes time from the crafting side of things and all. So I wonder if there's going to be like a strategy, right? Maybe like you'll go into like one character and you can go into heavy on gathering stuff, flood the auction house, but everybody else is going to be doing that. So eventually the price is going to go down very quickly as everybody tries to get into professions. So then maybe like utilizing all the materials and buying them as soon as the price drops, and then maximizing like spell thread crafting as a cloth maker, for example. Make a specific spell thread to get people that are trying to make the gear. You give them the materials that they need for garment crafting, and then you can maybe transition from there into garment crafting and making specific items that are like highest in value. Let's say like the helmet ends up being like, maybe it has like a special bonus effect and it's being like a high-end pre-bis item. So you can like pivot from one spec into another spec to make the most amount of gold. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of a strategy the players are going to figure out once it comes out. But as we have it for testing right now, like I would have no idea what the strategy would be. But yeah, blacksmithing and jewel crafting should be pretty good because gems are going to be valuable. Blacksmithing is going to be good, I think, for like sockets, right? Is that the one that makes sockets? Categories Mythic Plus was available for 2 weeks on the release. That request for renown type of recruitment will be worth something. Wouldn't be available for 2 weeks. You think? I mean, it could be. I don't really know how they're gonna do it, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. I like how the vendor's still here, by the way, even though it's supposed to be gone. But maybe they are. Maybe they'll extend the Mythic Plus testing and then have it permanent. I think that'd be really cool because it was just bugged out all day today. But yeah, wowzer. We'll see how they do, man. I think normally Mythic Pluses aren't available though for 2 weeks though, are they? Or did they change that? Or you talking about like in Shadowlands for like pre-patch? Because I don't think Mythic Pluses themselves are available at the beginning. I think you can only do Mythic Zeros so you can get a little bit of item level from those. And you'll just do a full run of all the dungeons on all your alts, all your characters. Just try to get as much gear as possible. I don't even know if Mythic Zeros are going to be available day one. Pretty sure they changed it, did they? So like everything's going to be available day one. Don't go for crafting, it'll take too much time. I'll go into farms and Druid and early mining. Yeah, that's another way of going about it. I'm sure there's going to be like a strategy for like how to make the most amount of gold in Dragonflight early on. But I have no idea. Myself, I have no clue. Alright, chat. Let me try one more Mythic Plus. Because maybe they have fixed it. I've been just trying to give it as much free time. I can't bind these things. I don't even need to do that. I have a key. Let's try Vault. Let's try Zone into a Vault, see what happens. I swear to God, if it starts working now. I've been trying just to buy myself as much time just to wait. Because I like doing these Mythic Pluses. These have been really, really fun, man. These dungeons have been enjoyable. Halls, by the way, has been also really fun. I'm surprised that it worked out as well as it did. Yeah, doesn't work. That's unfortunate. Chat, I think it's an end of an era. I think it's about that time, man, for us to call it. Shadowlands was an interesting expansion, wasn't it? But it's basically over. Tomorrow, I am going to be excited to go into my character, my main, play a couple of vaults, try a few builds we'll have with limited PTR or limited pre-patch stuff, and do a couple of dungeons, man. And then raids, we'll be doing those later in the evening too. I don't know what raids we're going to be doing. I think Sepulchre Mythic. So that'll be fun to go into Sepulchre and try different builds on that. I definitely need to get my rogue set up so I can try a bunch of builds. And I'm going to try some bringing my ults if I can. I don't know how many of my ults will have that good of a gear to bring it to Mythic Pluses or Mythic Raids, but I'd definitely be able to play them in Mythic Pluses. And also solo queue is going to be fun. I think between solo queue, Mythic Pluses, and class players all testing their classes, it's just going to be kind of like a ramp. It's going to start and the interest is going to keep building until Evoker, and it's going to give like Fear Speech, and then it's just going to keep building afterwards into the actual release. Because I'm excited, man. I'm excited. As I'll go on one cry about it. Yeah, man, it was a hell of an expansion. Forever God was saying Outlaws were promising. I've seen some of the posts that he's done. I think that spec has a lot of potential. Like, this has been my favorite, my main for so long. But I'm literally walking to Dragonflight like I may not even played it. And man, the day that I decided that, I know what, I'm gonna look at all these classes, all these playstyles with an open mind, I found a lot that I've liked in Dragonflight. A lot that I could see myself just committing hours into, right? And then Blizzard had to go and make Rogue actually feel good and play good. They had to do it, but they had to. I hate it, because it makes the choice so much harder. Here's top overall, almost up there with him. Sorry, Mr. Feral into the run. How was it overall? It was really good, yeah. It was nutty. Feral was really, really good. Fun stream, enjoyed the prop Paladin. Thanks for the great time. By the way, if anybody knows how to do background stuff, like moving backgrounds, could you get me a can somebody help me out getting a Dragonflight one? Either like a Dragonflight zone or like a the intro screen. If anybody knows how to do any of these things, that gotta go. This gotta go, man. That gotta go. That's old. That's outdated. What are your thoughts on Shadowlands? Was it great, kind of okay, or bad, etc.? How'd you like it, what not like about it? I really didn't like the downtime of Shadowlands. I thought the first patch and the second patch took way too long to come out. But also, this is when Blizzard was going through like a myriad of issues. This expansion was definitely a weird one. A lot of issues. It reminded me like a WoD. I was really hoping it wouldn't be a WoD 2.0. And honestly, I think it might have been just as bad as WoD. The only saving grace of this expansion was the last patch, with Zereth Mortis, tier sets returning, double legendaries, them really taking away a lot of the limitations on swapping covenants and letting players play the game. I think that was literally the highlight of this expansion, is the season 3. Probably the best season, honestly, of like Mythic Pluses and PvP, and probably the most fun that I've had with it. But that's really about it. Season 4 was fun. I thought it was good for them to do Season 4 with some experimental content. And I thought for the most part it was successful. They tried going back to like older dungeons and upscaling them back from Mythic. I thought they did well with it. And I feel like it's just we need like I thought Season 3 also had a lot of communication. That's where the devs really started listening. That's when like the hope really came in. Patch 9.0 was fun at first, but then it got too long, and then 9.1 was a tough one, man. It is tough to play and tough to make content on. But yeah, I'm glad you guys stuck around with, as a community through all of that. And I'm really, really excited for Dragonflight. Again, I've been really like holding back my like excitement on it. I mean, there's moments where I'm definitely like, you know, I can't help but be happy about it. Like Feral Juice, I feel amazing to play. It's super fun. Just going in, big shreds, big grip. Who doesn't want to do that? But it's like, I really want this expansion to be good. And I've been just like holding back like that final judgment of like, is it going to be great? Is it not? It feels better than Shadowlands so far. But I don't know. Hopefully they'll keep it up. They've been doing pretty good with feedback and making changes. Hopefully they'll continue doing that. You know, heading into Dragonflight. I was hoping, remember that. I want to play it. Don't want to hold it back. I hope they remember that we want to play it. Yeah, exactly. You had to spend gold on legendaries. Yeah, too much gold, man. Compared to like, they should have done the best they could to lower the prices. I understand what they were trying to do with professions, making them important with Legos, but the prices, man, were too much. And then they started putting out ways to like make materials or buy these useful legendary items, and then people flood the auction house to make gold, and then that brings the prices down naturally. But man, I should remember people love the Shadowlands at the beginning, they didn't quickly end up hitting it. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be going into Dragonflight, and there'll be people out there that are like, man, I miss Shadowlands. Season 3 was so good. I swear to God it's gonna happen. I remember going into Legion, and there were people saying, man, I miss WoD. WoD was so much better. Like literally 2 weeks into Legion, and people were like, man, I already miss WoD. But that's true. People do have short memories. So maybe people will just remember like the good parts of Shadowlands, because they did have some fun moments. Like the very early and later Torghast was fun, and like the beta version of Torghast was fun. But like, yeah, it's just all... It could have been more. Me and Karen were talking about it the other day, and she said Shadowlands could have definitely been more. They could have done so much with it. And it's sad that they didn't. I'm sure they had a lot of ideas. But yeah. I just want to be honest. I just want Claudia Shawara back for it was so nice then. Yeah, I don't really miss Claudia Shawara that much. I like the unique like look, appearance of it, but I don't remember if it really did anything besides increase your versatility and let your caster growth in cat form. Or without breaking cat form. But it was like it was a different time, and it was like a bite feral build for cats. I do like the golden dragonflight, like a more dot focused cat. You can basically do bite kitty, but like a more emphasis on bleeds I think is really good and healthy for the class. The war campaign thing on BFA was fun, had a lot of potential. Yeah, the war campaign was really cool. The BFA was another one where it's like that expansion really had a slow start, but after the Jatar, right, the patch 8.2 and then 8.3 with the Nyalotha and the Zoth corruptions, it had some rough parts, but it did have good moments though. I really think it picked up once 8.2 kicked up. Like all the way until 8.1 was a little bit weird. But yeah, hopefully we'll get more of like a Legion cadence of like, there's always something to do and there's always content. It doesn't like have a slow start and then picks up later. Hopefully in Dragonflight they will learn the lesson. Like, yeah, just give us the content early. Just give us something early. You know what I mean? Hopefully we'll do something like that. 9.2 was good. Yeah, 8.2 was good. Yeah, 8.2 was okay. I like Shadowlands content with expansion, just I like the way they delivered. Yeah, same. I think the last patch of Shadowlands being good. The expansion is even a good note. I think that's what people remember. That's usually what it comes down to, is what people remember as the final patch. Yeah. I'm just hoping that Dragonflight has a strong start. That Dragonflight early is better than the final days of Shadowlands. Because if Dragonflight can just overshadow that, I think you could have a really good start. You know, I think they have the recipe. It has the potential. It could be really, really good. It'll really come down to like once we're playing the content, once we're doing the stuff, once we're engaging with it, how does it pan out? I think they're taking a lot of good steps for Dragonflight though. Not doing the borrowed powers. Great. Freedom in terms of how you customize talents. I mean, you can just change talents anytime you want to, as long as you're not like in a, you know, in combat. That's like the only thing that really doesn't let you change the talents. Unless you haven't started a Mythic Plus dungeon, I guess. But you get what I mean, like instant stuff. Them doing dragon riding and like really focusing on the fun dragon riding aspect and like, okay, we'll have like an artifact power progression system, but with a dragon. And it's like, you know what? You don't have to interact with the dragon riding if you don't want to. You can. You just make exploring and moving around quicker. It's fun. But it won't affect like your Mythic Plus progression or raid progression, which I think is really, really good. Right? It's putting like all the system depth on a system that isn't player power. I think it's really, really good. And the cosmetics with it too, I think it's going to be really cool. Wowhead, is it something new? Did Wowhead post something? I see you tuning for Lightwell buff. Chill about it though. The fact to listen to community as well is a good thing. Yeah, I don't think they've gotten everything from the community though. I don't think they were like perfect in the responses, but they have done a lot more listening than Shadowlands. And I think that credit, I think, is going to get, like... that's going to kind of be a very, very under the radar. Because they did listen to a lot of feedback. They did correct everything. They didn't correct everything. But a good portion of it. Like, there were tier set problems, and they made changes. There were talent issues, they made changes. It isn't going to satisfy everybody, because there's going to be things like pre-7 PI and still maintaining PI. Like, there's going to be priests that just straight up absolutely hate it. Or like Guardian Druids or Prop Paladins that weren't really satisfied with some of their talent tree options. Or Paladins that didn't really get that much communication. There is things that we can like point to like, hey, you know, that could have been done better. Like, Shamans had a lot of stuff going on, a lot of blue posts. Hunters had a ton of blue posts. Warlocks had quite a bit of in-depth discussion on it. Rogues have quite a bit of, not too much discussion, but enough. For the most part, they felt happy. Warriors, I feel like the dev was just super detailed in everything they wanted out of the class. They were bullet point by bullet point, everything that they wanted, everything they needed. So it's kind of crazy. Thanks, Sims. Yeah, Sims websites are going to be really, really weird, man. Well, I had no answer to his questions. Will Legos still matter and tomorrow they'll go away? So Legos, I don't think matter. I think the Legos, they disable them. From what I understood, borrowed powers. I think they had like a, okay, I think ICV and I had an article on it. Let me look it up real quick, just to double check a chat. May shower disabled. Yeah, Shadowlands borrowed powers and Dragonflight pre-patch. Okay, here we go. Here's a blue post on like or an article from ICVans that goes over everything that is happening. Dragonflight pre-patch. Coveted abilities will be disabled outside of Shadowlands content in pre-patch. This means dungeons too. This means PvP, and this weirdly also means raids. Zones, you'll have access to covenant abilities, but instances, you shouldn't have access to covenant abilities at all. So there'll be moments where you'll be able to, like, I guess, play. Demon Hunters can access Hunt by choosing the Knifefight Covenant, but the talent can also be picked in the Havoc tree. If you have both, Covenant ability will ride the talent. Basically, you can have like the Hunt and the Kieran ability, and maybe like the Venture ability all at once while in the open world. But you won't be, you shouldn't have access to those once you actually enter the raids. Legendary powers also out in the open world, you have access to them, and they'll be overridden while in the open world, but will disable in like the actual content. And tier set bonuses also not work in combat. Yeah, so a lot of those things you'll have access to, like the items themselves, like the legendary for the item level if you want it, but it shouldn't work in combat. No, it's beta busted right now. Beta's a little bit broken because like mythic pluses don't work at the moment. Yeah, mythic pluses are a little bit janky. I could try maybe doing Algalath Academy, seeing how that works, but right now it just doesn't work at all. That's like the only weird thing about beta right now. As for like if you're talking about classes, if you're talking about like design or tuning is definitely not final. But majority of the class counts work. I think most of the bugs are fixed as well. I think all of the detrimental bugs have been fixed for multiples of classes, but I don't know if it's, yeah, still not working. Yeah, Mythic Plus just kind of broke for the weekend. I don't really know. That doesn't seem like a beta thing though. Or seems like a beta, you know, things break kind of thing. But I'm sure the Mythic Pluses should be functional once it comes out. Is Blizzard still sending beta invites? I imagine they still are. I could be wrong though, because we are getting pre-patch. So I maybe I just don't know what else there for them to test. Hey Smite, maybe a little bit like raid testing still over the next few days. I'm not sure. I imagine they'll be doing some more raid testing and Mythic Plus testing, because not all dungeons have been tested yet, right? Halls have been tested, but Jade Temple hasn't been tested, and there's like one more. Court of Stars hasn't gotten testing on live, I guess, but not on Mythic Pluses. So I hope for this class. Yeah, me too, man. Could you take a look, see at the Affliction build that's in Discord? And maybe later tell me what I think about it. Let me see. Yeah, let me peep it, I guess. Yeah. I tried to do Mythic Pluses, raiding or PvP with that one. You know, there's been any chat about it since adding portals in all dungeons like they did in the season. Yes, they are adding portals. Yeah, Jordan. For like all the dungeons, you have to go back to like Halls of Valor, Court of Stars, like any of the older dungeons. They did add portals in Teldraszus for them. I think if I hop on like an actual like Karanos character, I could probably do it then. Let me just peep this build and I can go show you that the portals should be available. They're a kid or two, but they should be there. Prop Paladin or Prop Warrior, I'm hard stuck. Man, both are looking good, but if you're stuck, I think Prop Warrior should be a little bit easier to get into. Not a guarantee. Is this an AoE build? Just let me know if you change anything. I guess it depends. If it's a single target build, it seems very, very dot heavy. That doesn't seem terrible. I don't think you necessarily need Soul Swap unless you just like it for convenience. Drummer Sacrifice is good in PvP, but not amazing in PvE. I feel like if you're playing Grimoire, it generally doesn't really compete in PvE. It looks like a single target build here. Yeah, it really depends like what you do with that build, right? It's like you actually have a free point to spend on stuff. You can go into Soul Eater's Gluttony and just play with a pet and play the Grimoire Synergy. But it's not a bad build. I like how I just named the build that. The code that you gave me. If this is a PvP build, then I can see why you're running some Sacrifice. Then yeah, I'd keep Sacrifice. It's really good. It has a value in PvP, but it just doesn't do enough damage to justify it for PvE. I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe because you had Rapid Contagion on PvP, and that causes you dots to occur faster, which gives you a lot more value on Grimoire Sacrifice. More procs, or more dot ticks, means more value, more uses, and it just kind of overlaps with Creeping Death too. So it ends up being like rapid usage of Grimoire Sacrifice. Haunt may be a little bit difficult to set up. Drain Life build is messing around. I don't know if it works. Drain Life. Yeah, like I guess if you want to, if you're going AoE, definitely pick up Seed of Corruption, and I don't know what else you would really pick up, but this is like a single target build. I probably would put it into Soul Eater's Gluttony. That seems kind of decent. And that would be a decent single target build. If this is like a PvP build, that's fine. If you're going for like AoE, I would definitely pick up like Seed of Corruption and maybe Sow the Seeds. That seems like that'll be really good. Maybe like swap these out for AoE. And they can basically run as you have it here. Normally you can also pick up Agonizing, but maybe like swap Wild Taint for Mythic Pluses. But yeah, like the base build you got, you can actually do quite a bit with it. That's what that's all I could really say. Let me check to see those portals real quick, Jordan, because I want to make sure I get you covered too. About portals for like different areas, because I should have a character parked down on Valdraken. And hopefully I have a max level character. That'll work out. Because I don't know if like a low level character will see it or not. But yeah, generally build should be pretty cool. Yeah, Joran, if you're not sure which class you want to play, I feel like Prop Warrior has a nerve bad coming for it. Maybe, you know what I mean? Have both of them ready for pre-patch. But definitely give them a go during pre-patch. I think Prop Warrior is looking really good. It's looking like it looks a lot tankier than it was before. And I feel like it should be pretty decent. Well, they gave her a quest. I like it. So she's going to be like the PvP vendor. Or one of the PvP vendors? Or the PvP vendor? I'm not even sure, actually. Doing it wrong. Got this guy. Yeah. So you have portals. They're a little bit weird where they're set up. But you have a portal that takes you straight to Dalaran, which gets you to Court of Stars easier. You got Jade Forest. I guess from Dalaran, it takes you to like halls and stuff. You got Jade Forest, so you can take it to the Jade Temple. And then you got one for Shadowbone Valley, as Shadowbone Dungeon is going to be part of the Mythic Pluses. And then you got the Keystone vendor here, Lindromi, a Bronze Dragon. So they do have them here. With Dalaran Portal, they'll be able to go to Court of Stars fairly easily. It is a bit of a flight to Halls of Valor, unless you can do that on 20 and then get yourself a port. But yeah, it won't be that bad. I'll play Prop Paladin in case any nerfs happen. Prop Paladin. The Prop Warrior. Prop Paladin just busted an opinion. It does a lot of AoE. Okay, chat. My graphics card is doing these weird issue stuff. I literally ran out of memory and I don't see the chat. So I think we're gonna call it here. I have no idea what's going on, boys. But my graphics card, hopefully it's not going bad. I literally don't see the chat. Oh, okay, we had a crash show. Beautiful. All right. Okay. I gotta reload everything now. Great. All right, today's been a weird day. I definitely gotta do at least a restart from my PC. Thank you boys so much for coming by. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow is going to be hopefully a glorious, glorious day, and hopefully it won't be that delayed, man. They're baking for like 6 p.m. where normally would be what, like 2 hours, about an hour and 45 minutes from now is when they should be getting the update on there. Hopefully they'll end up getting done a lot earlier. I'm gonna do a quick restart from my PC, get myself some food, and start working on a pretty large project for tomorrow. Thank you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'll catch you guys all for the pre-patch tomorrow. I can't wait to get rid of my legendaries, man. Hopefully you guys have got some gear in your bank to replace those Legos, because the item on those is pretty bad right now. Unless they're gonna boost it, which I doubt they will. Thank you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow for, I guess, Mythic Pluses. We'll start doing weeklies and stuff, yeah? Alrighty, boys. Peace.
Got me in my feels, she would never listen. All the alcohol is in my liver. I guess I lost and you're the winner. Missing your touch, you were a good kisser. I was born a saint, but now I'm a sinner. Falling for you. For you. For you. Falling for you. For you. For you. Falling for you. For you. For you. Falling for you. For you. All the times with you, they just fly by. All the memories pop up on my timeline. Change your colors on me like you're tie-dye. Got me falling for you, I ain't took a skydive. See you in another dimension. Can't sleep on my nights restless. Baby girl, you were my best friend. Best friend. That little thing you do, it gets me thinking. By another shot, you got me drinking. Could you show me down and there's no witness? Got me in my feels, she would never listen.